This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. I've decided I'm the only guy in the world that likes the hell out of Prince Charles.
Oh, really? You like
I want to drink a Budweiser with Prince Charles.
Yeah.
You think Prince Charles drinks Budweiser?
If he hangs out with me, he's going to.
Yeah.
Well, then he won't do either.
And I'm positive that Pat Carlini and Christy both despise Prince Charles.
Despise him.
He's a little strange, but no.
He's kind of a geek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's got big ears and he can't dance well. But the man's going to be the king of England. He's going out with his old college girlfriend, Camilla Parker Down Bowles, the ugliest woman in England. So apparently he can see past outside beauty into inner beauty, which makes him one of them Oprah Winfrey sensitive types.
Yeah.
Right.
He could be sleeping with every woman in England. He's going to be the king of damn England. If I was king of England, I'd be sleeping with every woman in England. I'd be knocking on the door. Fred, go to Home Depot for about an hour. King of England. Good to see you. How you doing? Doug, bring your wife over in a bathing suit. Go with him. Bring me back some pliers. King of England. How you doing? Good to see you. What's the fun of being king of England if you can't sleep with every woman in England?
Oh, God.
King David in the Bible did that. You remember that? His big sin? He's up on the palace wall. He looks over and sees Bathsheba, the new girl next door, taking a bath on the roof. Boy, look at the breast on her. Well, it turns out her husband's a captain in your army. Well, screw him. Send him to the front. Prince Charles can ride a horse without falling off. He can ski down a hill without wrapping himself around a pine tree somewhere. Takes care of his kids. Looks good in a kilt.
Yeah.
And he's got to take crap off his brother-in-law in front of 5 billion people at one time at the funeral and keep a straight face. You know good and well he wanted to reach over and bitch slap that brother-in-law. We hope that the children will be raised the way that Diana wants them raised, as opposed to the way that Charles. I said, hey, 400 years ago, your nuts would be a door knocker on the Tower of London. How about you head back to South Africa and run around on your wife some more? Sell trinkets at the grave site. Get the gay guy back up there and play piano some more. I'm going to impale both of you.
King of England.
King of England. I've heard Candle in the Wind till it makes my butt hurt. King of England.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
King of England.
Your nuts would be on a door knocker.
That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Hi, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy birthday, Josh Arnold.
Oh, thank you, Chick. Thank
57 years young, Josh.
That's right.
Attaboy. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
The Silac news desk. That's the ugliest jacket I've ever seen.
Thank you.
There's nothing. It's black. There's no comment to make about it. But there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
How you doing, bud?
Good.
All right?
Yeah.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Christy Lee, have you seen the official portrait of King Charles that was just unveiled?
Oh, the red one?
Yeah.
It's all red.
King
what
of
the
England.
heck is that all
It
about?
looks like Eli Roth, the horror movie king, has come up with his new movie, and it's Charles. This time it's personal.
It's very unusual.
It
It's
is.
terrifying.
It's not a traditional portrait. It's kind of he's emerging from some kind of
And you know
Mark
that-
Rothko red wash. Although his hands are too big. Did you notice that?
he had to approve it too, which is weird.
Well, it's very kind of.
It's got to be
artistic.
tough to sit for a portrait like that and then go, well, what do you think?
Did he have to sit, or did they just take a picture and let?
Yeah, right.
Photograph.
I would think.
I don't think most people.
Does he have the time? I mean, he's dealing with cancer and trying to be the king and all of everything else.
Well, I mean, isn't that the deal on being the king? I mean, one of the perks is you can do anything you want for however long you want.
Yeah, but they keep him real busy. So.
Well,
it's a very unusual portrait.
You know what it kind of looks like is Han Solo in Carbonite. If the Carbonite were red,
Right?
Yes,
emerging from
his
this.
face, and you can see his hands, but the rest of it's all red.
it is.
Don't his hands are too big.
They do look.
They're
too big.
disproportionately
They're bigger than his face.
Yeah, they're freakishly large.
maybe his hands are freakishly large.
We don't know, do we?
There have been a lot of conversation, a lot of controversy about some people's hand size. Some are small. Maybe his are oddly large.
Which leads us to a little coming up in today's show. A character known for having a gigantic finger.
Oh,
in the news.
A character?
Yes.
You
Want to
have
guess?
lost
Ace,
me.
do you want to take a stab?
E.T.?
It is E.T. E.T. is in the news.
I would have never gotten that.
Yeah.
I'm not the age for E.T. That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't watch E.T.?
Didn't care for E.T.
Well, you're going to find it's interesting. I don't know why they.
It's kids and they put on over on the adults. Ooh. Well, I was one of the adults the kids were trying to put stuff over on. I tell you that. And let me tell you something. Those little brats should have time out.
We have a sweet, fun story about E.T. before.
Flying your bicycles all over the neighborhood. I think not.
As my mother would say, Krabby Appleton over there.
Oh, great song. Get Back, Krabby Apple.
That is a great song. Did your mom ever use the term crabby?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Little crabby today?
Yes.
I found
No, my mom said, "You're being a bitch."
Your mom was a woman of few words.
Why don't you stop being an AH?
Yeah.
My mother would say.
We kind of had the same mom.
Pretty salty going on in my house.
I doubt if my mother ever used that word.
Really?
No kidding.
Did you ever hear your mom curse ever?
The occasional damn. That was it. I'll never forget. I told you this story before. Our kitchen used to have one of those doors that flaps both directions.
Oh, like a saloon door. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. I'll never forget standing in the kitchen with my sister. This was not that many years ago, and Jenny lives in England. Mm-hmm. There's a certain word they use over there
freely and
much differently than we do here,
right?
And that is the C word.
Correct.
And my sister said something like, "Well, it's on that guy's a real." And my mother perked up, and she said, "Does that mean what I think it means?" And I literally backed up into that door. I just kind of let it slide so I could leave the room to not witness the. Yeah, she did not use a lot of curse words.
That is so foreign to me. That's just so alien to me to have that kind of relationship with your parents. I think that's wonderful.
It is.
I think that's part of what makes this show listenable. I think is that we all grew up very different.
My father, on the other hand, much like me, the GD word, very popular.
See, my husband doesn't curse at all.
Really?
No. And listen to me.
Not
you know
even when
how
you
I
come home?
talk.
I wish you hadn't told me that. Because I'm turning it up when I'm around him. That's all there is. We've all got to. Oh, yeah.
How the F are you?
What the hell? How you? You know what, pal? All right, buddy.
Andy, maybe go with the genital.
Look at the cutter on her. Check that out.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
go right to the genital stuff.
How many times you slammed that so far, huh?
You old son of a bitch.
Oh, bastard, you.
Hey, good morning. How's the D hanging?
Sorry, hon.
There we go.
It's
Good to know.
Do you go to a gas station and stand at the pump with the nozzle up your ass? You ever do that?
I find myself
You ever do that,
apologizing
Andy?
a lot.
Ace doesn't curse.
No.
Ace doesn't curse either. You're right.
Well, I heard him curse once in the hall. That's it.
Oh, really?
One time.
Is this a challenge?
What did he say? He said if Tom asked me to fix my GD car one more time.
I bet I can.
Something like that.
I can off the air. I bet I can make him curse. Give me a day and a half. I bet I can get it done.
Yeah.
He doesn't like me very much.
Okay. Well, let's
I curse way too much.
Let's move forward. We have an interesting letter to open things up. Of course, coming up, we have the new show format in which we do things we learned today the next day. Mm-hmm. Thus, in a few minutes, we'll be doing things we learned yesterday Right? Everybody got that?
we got
Yeah,
it.
we got it.
The NFL schedule was released, and we can spend all morning talking about
No, we can't.
what's going on. Exactly, my point.
Okay.
Keep your own team to yourself, and and go ahead and search the schedule and turn your calendar on or your Google.
Are you
and
happy with the
sync.
schedule?
I'm not. I am no longer. I've decided. This season, I am no longer a Washington football team fan.
Oh,
No, you can't undo it.
I certainly can.
No, you can't help
Tattoos
yourself.
are permanent.
And the tattoos. Son of a gun.
Okay, here we go. Dear Bob and Tom show. I really like the fact that you've moved things we learned from yesterday's show to today's show. Mostly because it cuts into chick sports and we have less time for NHL scores.
Oh, that hurts.
Now that upset me, and I'm guessing
and
upsetting
John.
Arnold.
It doesn't even make sense. We haven't been doing it.
That's because they're so boring. He goes, I do like the word of the day idea you talked about. I would like to nominate the word of the day for today. I nominate Neapolitan from Josh Arnold from yesterday.
Oh.
Now, do you want to explain why that was interesting?
Yes, there was a letter that Allie Breen received. A guy was complaining about his girlfriend being kind of gross and that she wore stained underwear.
Yeah, she.
She didn't bathe much, and
she was,
burped and farted.
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
right.
And I suggested that maybe if she were wearing white underwear,
Yeah.
you could call them Neapolitan. You could have
Yes, we get it.
the three colors.
Yeah.
You have white.
A
chocolate.
strawberry type.
Yeah, right, of
And
course.
brown, of course.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent joke. Didn't receive the laugh it deserved now because of the way I tried to have you tell
really
it. I
was kind
blame
of
myself.
slapped together.
Yeah, but that does lead to the important question: when you are faced with Neapolitan ice cream, which I haven't been faced with recently. I don't know if it's a thing anymore.
Well, and some people,
It's a thing.
Bob
You can still
always
get it.
called it Chalk Van Straw. He never called it Neapolitan.
No, but the question is, which one do you eat first? To me, it's obvious.
Chocolate.
You go chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
And you pray for freezer burn on the vanilla.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Oh, I love the vanilla.
I have a different system.
What's your system?
Vanilla's my favorite, so I go vanilla first. Also, because before it gets too melty, you don't want the vanilla to be contaminated by the other two, so you get that out of there.
Right.
And then I go strawberry because it's my least favorite, and then I finish things off with chocolate.
I love strawberry
That's
ice
interesting.
cream.
Yeah.
Interesting way to go.
That's crazy talk.
Ace,
It is, isn't it?
your thoughts on this?
I would go chocolate first and then strawberry.
Okay.
What about the vanilla?
I leave that out.
Oh, really?
Really?
You have something against vanilla?
Well,
Well.
I see he is gerrymandered.
La-dee-da.
He's gerrymandered Whitey out of the ice cream.
Unless it's French vanilla.
Oh, that is good.
He's got a thing for the Euros.
Okay,
Put your
good.
tongue right in there.
Well, coming up, we have NFL news that is somewhat interesting, I think.
And we've got swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated. I'm not sure where it's going to end up, considering there's no magazine anymore, correct? Am I right on that? Is there a magazine anymore?
I don't. All my magazines are on the phone.
It's been announced that a non-sports competitor is going to be a swimsuit model in the Sports Illustrated, and she's not anybody that you'd think about. She's going to be a swimsuit model.
Really?
She's going to be in it.
They're going ultra diverse in general, so I'm assuming
I'll give you a hint. We have been talking about King Charles.
Okay.
That's a pretty good hint.
King Charles is going to be on the swimsuit
Nope,
edition?
it's a girl.
Oh.
It's a girl.
Camilla?
Nope.
Well, it can't be one of Prince Andrew's girls because
It's
they have to be over
anything to do
18.
Other than the word king. Gail King, damn it. I can't hold it in anymore.
Gail King is on the
Gayle
cover of...
Gail King.
No, not the cover. Making her debut as a Sports Illustrated swimsuited. Did you see how this escalated?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She's going to be in the swimsuit. She's going to be on the cover,
On the
and she now
cover?
owns Sports Illustrated.
Gail King is president of England?
That's exactly right. She's 69.
Yeah, she and Oprah have taken over the country.
By the way,
69 years old. She's going to make her debut as a swimsuit model.
You go, girl.
this is kind of tied in here. If you are one of those folks that does the connections game in the New York Times,
Don't get him started
Yesterday's
on this, Tom. I beg you.
a violation. No.
You know what? I'm going to give you as much room as you need. You go ahead and explain your problem because I know how passionate you are about it, and I think it'll make you feel better.
One of the answers was
you have like 16.
Yeah,
16
one of
different
the clues
words.
was like Hoda and we had to replace one of the letters of four of them to car names. Ridiculous. It was Hoda, Savannah. So you're thinking, Hoda, Copti, Savannah.
One of them was the word was Aura, A-U-R-A, and what they wanted you to find was Acura for a car brand.
If you play the game, it was ridiculous.
So it was one of those things, and every now and then he gets this way.
So Hoda would be Honda.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you wouldn't.
This one sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, no, they were tricking you because it had Savannah in there. They were, and then all those are also Aura is also a currency. They had Doge, which I was so pissed.
Yeah, Doge would be Dodge. Yeah, this is good.
No, but you didn't know that going in.
What's Savannah? What did that become?
Savannah
Plains,
was
grass field and Leah or whatever it was. I was so pissed. Anyway,
this ain't bad. There's Gail King. It's a swimsuit.
I was going to say I wouldn't look away.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to be topless, but you go, girl.
Damn right.
Okay,
I'd pack a bag and ascend the north face of that. Damn right I would.
Sure. Okay. Well, time now to talk about reality. The reality, of course, is that the grilling season is officially everywhere at this point, and Weber Grills has really stepped up because this is the one I'm getting. I've already worked on getting this baby. It's the griddle, which is perfect because you can now make pancakes.
This reminds me of when you're a kid and you see a toy that you have to have.
Oh, I can't stand it.
And you keep telling everyone, I'm getting one of these. I'm getting one of these.
Because I have the Weber kettle, but you try making pancakes on that baby, it's not easy.
It's a nightmare.
You got to have a pan, but not now. This is just one of the great Weber grills out there. Carbon steel cooktop, safe for metal tools. That's a big plus. Anybody ever melted their rubber spatula? Okay.
No.
It's pre-seasoned.
I bet that happens a lot at your house.
You'd be amazed how many semi-melted spatulas I have. The point is, Weber has really stepped up, and they've got a bunch of cool grills. We did a special grilling session a couple days ago here. It's the griddle that stays ready, not rusty, because it's got a special rust-resistant finish. This is so cool. And the Weber Works prep, cook, and store system keeps your cooking supplies right there. So you don't have to run back into the house every 2 minutes. Hey, the steaks are burning. For God's sake, do we have any utensils in here? I forgot to take a fork out there. So you can carry all the food and condiments, utensils you need. Put it all right there. Check out the Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle, grill, and all the rest of the cool ones. High heat, even heat. They've got a thing where the thermometer's telling your phone. You could be down there fishing, Josh, and have your ribs cooking upstairs, up top, and you just look at your phone. I think I'll lower the temperature.
Great.
Check it out, Weber.com, Weber, Weber.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We got a bunch of cool stuff coming up, lots of NFL news, how to get back at your HOA.
And we're going to go hang out at the Love Shack.
All right. Looking forward to that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? This week only, all Pro Elite wash items and accessories are buy one, get one half off. That's car wash, tire cleaner, leather cleaner. All buy one, get one half off. Sponges and towels, we've got dual weave, waffle weave, whatever weave you want. Accessories too. Pro Elite floor mats, car covers, and more. Any Pro Elite item, buy one, get one half off. This week only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It's unbelievable.
It's spelled A-L.
Yeah. I've got an AA. I've got an AH. I'm going to fill with a gas pump in a minute.
Why did anyone show him that video?
Have you seen it?
No, I don't want to.
You haven't seen it?
No.
You have to see it.
We need to show Christy that video in real time here in the studio.
I think
and hear her
it might be actionable. I think.
No.
Yeah, but that might be.
It's Christy.
No, that would be considered, I believe, a toxic work environment. Can you imagine telling the court, "Well, we showed her a video of a guy getting a gas."
It is magnificent.
You are.
He's got a nice penis.
Yeah.
I think you'd be interested.
Yeah,
in
he has no reason to be shy.
What's going on?
He's got a fine penis.
Yeah, so you missed it, Pat. We'll tell you about it off
right.
the air
Off the air.
because now it's time for our new feature that we have moved from.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you trying to talk about? Oh, that feature.
Love this.
We were just talking about Neapolitan ice cream.
Yes.
Things we learned yesterday on the
Now I
show
want
this
some.
morning.
And how we eat it. John wants to know, before you all eat your Neapolitan ice cream, do you put 2 fingers in the strawberry and 1 in the chocolate?
Our new favorite listener.
A fair question, John.
Yeah. That's the old shocker ice cream.
It's 2 in the pink, 1 in the
2 in the strawberry.
What is it? 2 in the
Pink,
pink,
1
1 in the stink.
Isn't that something?
You know the foam finger. They have the number 1. They have your team on
sure.
it. It's like hold it up, slips over your hand. Number 1.
Yeah.
They do have. I think it's for Wichita State Shockers.
Oh,
they
really?
have.
Are you serious?
Bless his heart, Donnie Baker had one of those.
Wow.
Traveled with it.
Of course.
Brought the house down. Yeah.
It was.
Let's see. First of all, from the email from yesterday's show, this is from JC. I finally got around to listening to yesterday's show on the VIP feed. Just to be clear, I did hear Josh yell to Tom, "Suck it," before the show ends yesterday. Way to go, Josh.
Context? Anyone?
We were.
I don't even remember.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that.
I don't
needs
think
any context.
No. Every now and again, you just need to be reminded to suck it.
That's fine.
We were wrapping things
Juvenile.
up.
Juvenile.
What? That's our various breads and butters.
Yeah.
Did you not hear the ice cream and the shocker and
That you applauded.
dear morning laughter crew? Well, that sounds mainstream and boring. Yeah. Last week, you guys read my Tom speak about a coworker asking for the angulometer instead of the protractor.
Yes.
I played that audio clip for everyone here in my office, and they all liked it so much that now everyone says angulometer
Excellent.
instead of protractor. Tom speak for the win.
Oh, there's so many good
Michael.
ones. One of my favorites, we were talking about grilling and the grilling season and those great Weber grills. Remember the person that referred to the tongs as grill tweezers?
Yes.
Yes.
These all make sense.
They do.
I love that one.
And not only do they make sense, but they give you a quick definition of what what you're trying to what the tool does.
Yeah.
Angulometer.
Sure.
There could be a game show called Tom Speak where
you have to guess.
Where they,
Yeah.
Was yesterday was the kid, they lived near a cemetery and he called it the Death Aquarium?
Yeah. The Death Aquarium and the Stone Forest.
And the Stone Forest.
2 kids came up with those.
Those are great.
Those are great.
Death Aquarium is troubling.
Well, so is a cemetery.
It scares me a little
I have to go have to reroute myself around it because one of the ones around here is so big I can't hold my breath that long.
Oh, yes.
Yesterday, Tom was wearing an M119 hat. His usual his actual hat got wet from walking the dog, so he had to switch to a backup hat, which was some magnificent, not only in Michigan, but apparently this is the most unbelievable stretch of highway in the world.
It's gorgeous.
Located in Michigan.
I actually lived on that road.
Well,
of course you.
Super duper.
Isn't M22 the big one, though, that you see all the time?
Well, that's for amateurs. M119 is the good one.
I remember.
Thank you, Josh.
M22 is the tourists. M1.
I see the difference. Sure.
I had Route 42, Route 142, Route 665 to Darbydale. I remember those roads from my childhood.
The road to Darbydale sounds like some kind of English.
Yes.
Absolutely. Albert Finney.
Yes. The road to Darbydale. And they've got little talking.
What'd you say?
Right. Darbydale, he said it.
Darbydale.
I thought you said Darby Dick.
One of Oliver Reed's finest performances.
Darby Dick.
That's a whole different movie.
He's Darby Dick. He's a little magic leprechaun.
Hello.
It's Darby Dick.
Darby Dick, I am.
They're trying to steal my Lucky Charms.
I'll whack you with my Darby Dick.
Wait a minute.
Christy got her feet, her shoes, her socks wet yesterday
it was
morning.
a miserable
She
day
wouldn't
yesterday.
Shut up about them all morning.
You did find some backup socks.
I did find some socks in my drawer.
You don't have trench foot now, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not. I took care of it.
Took
as soon
out
as
a
we got
whole
off the air.
platoon in the big one, trench foot.
And you apparently, Josh told me that like wet feet is a whole porno category.
I probably is. Yeah, I forget exactly what you asked me. If it was
There are
dirty
sandals, so I can't.
Feet as a whole.
Yeah.
We've had this story.
Sure.
It's number one fetish.
Number one fetish is feet, any kind of the dangle, the toe dangle, all of this stuff.
Do pervs like them if they're
pervs?
Why are they pervs?
Is there toe fungus porn?
Some would say if you don't take your pants off and you deliver your seed to your partner just to make a baby, they'd call that person a perv. No love, no connection, no passion.
There was a whole King of the Hill episode where Hank Hill's wife, Peggy Hill, is now a foot fetish because she has huge feet.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's right.
And Sidney Pollack is playing, it's his voice, he's playing the director of these foot fetish films. And Tom, to answer your question, he's like, all right, I want you to step on these rotten pumpkins. And she goes, people like this? And he goes, there is a class of self-hating individuals who
yes, I announced yesterday that I am available to announce your graduation.
Yeah.
For a small fee.
I don't know why people wouldn't take you up on that.
And a tip is customary. All I need is a crazy amount of cash in a hotel. I'll take care of the airline.
All right.
Yeah, usually they have
get the names right.
professors do
And
it.
I will get the names right. I guarantee.
You will definitely.
As you read the names, I want you to be holding a hat so that when people come up, they have to tip you.
Yes.
And if they don't,
Yes, absolutely.
I'd like to make an observation, having attended several of these.
Yeah.
They traditionally make the announcement, please hold your applause till the end.
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
Never does.
People are going to applaud, so calm down.
I don't.
yeah, really.
That
It's
never
not
works.
that- yeah.
They work their asses off. Let them have some
Seriously,
joy.
yeah.
For
Yeah,
2
to me,
seconds.
it's like the touchdown celebration. Why not?
Yeah.
Live a little.
My
Have some
niece
fun.
is Savannah Arnold. At her graduation, my brothers and I were the first to break the rule of please hold your applause.
Oh, yeah.
Graduation from
High school, that was.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't go to her college graduation. You
Really
get out of
nice.
it. It was so boring.
There's another name.
I'll be leaving early. Let's see, what is it next? I think it's Thursday or Friday. I've got to leave the show early because I'm going to a 5th grade graduation.
Oh, I love that.
That's adorable.
Was there a dance? 5th grade dance? A little slap and
Don't
tickle?
know. I think there's a little celebration afterward. I think it might
nice.
be
5th grade dance?
I had one of those last week.
Chuck E. Cheese or
Fifth
something
grade
fun.
dance?
Slow
That's
dance?
creepy.
Yeah, I was asked to leave. I didn't have any kids there.
Just going to.
I just-
May I cut in?
I just like the art of dancing.
Sure.
Could we move on? What else did we learn yesterday?
Hop up when the slow dance starts. Look around.
Any takers?
Adjust my tie.
Josh observed that Bigfoot has the mountains. That's why aliens always land in the desert.
Yes, an astute listener suggested that to us, and he's right.
Well, I was asking why we had the story about aliens and their landing in Vegas, and what is it? Some NASA said that it's not true, and anyway,
Can't believe it.
I miss. Why do they always seem to land in the desert and never?
A lot of space there.
Many reasons.
If you're flying over, you're not going to land in New York City. There's no room.
A lot of military installations.
Again, if there's a culture that has the technology to get to Earth from another area, they're not going to crash.
We got an email about that.
Yeah, we did.
Two conversations become one in that email. He says maybe the aliens crashed because they ignore their check engine light.
Again, we got to get both these guys writing for the show.
That's our friend, the garbage throwing daddy.
Oh, from Cincinnati. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
He's very good.
We got to
Because
get him.
and that does lead to the story. We had a story yesterday that more than half the people do nothing about their check engine light for an average of 4 months.
Yep.
So
I got to get my oil changed. The lights keeps coming on.
Oh, yeah, get that done. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the term seize?
Yeah, I know.
You like sitting in your car when you get the oil changed, or do you want to go into the waiting
I like
area?
sitting in the car.
I like sitting in my house when they the glory of the pandemic. What they do is, Josh, is they text you. Well, we're going to be there in 10 minutes, and then when they leave, everything's all done, and then you
never see them.
Don't have to talk to anybody. It's
Wait a minute.
glorious.
That's a nice service.
Do they still give you the pitch on the air filter?
No, they do not.
Oh,
no, but there are many.
That might make it worth it.
There are many opportunities on the app to upsell, though. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get your car cleaned. You can get your glass changed. All right there in your
you
driveway.
could go into one of those
New
places.
tires?
You could put a brand new air filter and pull into one of those places. They're still going to pull the new one out and go, hey, this is.
I think they're taught that. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Some places don't give you the pitch, thank God.
It's annoying.
I always wanted
cut
to
it-
change
cut it
my own
out.
oil, and I just lacked the fortitude and the maleness to be able to change my own oil. I can't do it.
You'd spill oil all over your
There'd
driveway.
be
Do you
just
have a lift?
mess.
Do you have one of those little carts?
No, of course. A lift? No.
By the way,
you have to dig a hole too.
this check
Yeah,
engine
right.
this check engine light thing does lead to a something I've been saying for years. This is why I don't want to have flying cars, because if everybody had a flying car, the same thing is going to happen. You're at 4,000 feet trying to get to school on time. The check engine light pops on and you ignore it.
And then you fall out of the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay.
Let's see. A Black Poodle won the Westminster Dog Show Grand Championship in New York.
Sage.
A German Shepherd named Mercedes was second, and also is.
And the poodle had the ridiculous
haircut.
What do you call it? The topiary haircut.
Little balls on the end of the tail,
Yeah.
and also the German
By the
Shepherd.
way,
Mercedes is dancing at the strip club later.
Those topiary poodles look especially ridiculous when they're pooping.
I've never seen that, nor do I care to.
Just because the poor dog. If they saw themselves in a mirror, they'd go, Jesus.
Have you seen a lot of dogs pooping, Tom?
He loves that. doesn't he?
No, I have dogs, and I know what they look like.
I tell you this though, actually, if you're a dog, if you're not a no count, no good, lazy dog owner, if you don't check out your dog's movements each and every time it happens, you can learn a lot from a movement.
Sure, if they're eating well.
You can learn stuff.
Now, anybody remember the name of the Jack Russell Terrier that was the first ever to climb every mountain in the UK?
No.
Hercules? Something like that?
Think English automobile.
Bentley.
Bentley is correct. Thank you, Christy.
I thought it was.
Where the hell did they get Hercules?
But they named him
I don't know.
Bentley because his penis is crooked. It bends.
There he is. He's got puppy Peronis.
Oddly, it's a dog leg.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, ironic.
Isn't that weird?
Lucky that stuck, because it'd be really awful to see Arnold Palmer approaches the dog dick on the 19th hole. And
Can I at least?
we have Arnold Palmer coming up in the news, by the way. The name of that dog, Bentley, 9 years old, has climbed every mountain, such as they are mountains in the UK.
Thomas Clum.
Clum?
Yes. He clumbed the mountain.
He clumbed the mountain.
My suggestion is
I have climbed. I will clumb.
when will the first canine climb K2? Then we're going to have a story.
Just real quick, as we continue what we learned on yesterday's show this morning, here's the end of yesterday's show, just real quick to explain a couple things.
Anyway, the next time you see an ant, go, oh, look, there goes an Emmett. And teach somebody something.
Okay, fine. Now, we certainly appreciate your indulging us. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Wait.
Yeah, you can hear that. It clears the.
Yeah, it clears.
He didn't want to. He talked over it.
Oh,
He didn't want it to.
It was almost as if he just hates all of us. And hearing it is really startling.
Your point was
An Emmett.
Yeah, we were talking about
But ants are also known as Emmets.
I don't know
Especially
if
in the
that's
UK.
true. Did
Yes.
you make that up?
I did not make that up.
I fact checked him.
And it was Emmett Smith's birthday? Is that how we got into that
yeah.
unfortunate topic?
Oh, yeah.
You don't like learning things like that?
I love
that.
learning
Yeah.
things. Thank you.
Do you call them roly-polies or pill bugs?
Roly-polies.
I call them, no, I have a different bug. I have the little stink bug that looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
boy, do they stink.
Yeah,
They will
do.
stink.
I made the mistake of
Squished it?
squishing one, and I smelt the whole thing all night.
Yeah.
Either that or the dog crapped in my room. I'm not sure which.
But you got a good look-see at it.
I got a really good
That's your
look-see.
thing, we understand.
Yeah, speaking of my home, my compound, you know how I have peace of mind with Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. Do the whole thing online. And vacation time's coming. You don't want to be laying on the beach going, did I lock the back door? Are the windows shut? Is my garage door open? You can check all of that on the Simply Safe app right there on your smartphone, because Simply Safe has many, many indoor and outdoor high-definition cameras to watch over your property day and night, sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, temperature sensors, and so much more. And Simply Safe named Best home security system of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report. Backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no contract, and it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. And Simply Safe has given me and many Bob and Tom Show listeners real peace of mind. And now you can have it, too, at a great price. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have
more Sports Illustrated.
And Ms. Pat will be our guest, and Al Jackson, comedians. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
$1 an hour coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We continue with things we learned on the show yesterday. Tom's here, and Pat Godwin, Christy, Josh, Ace. I'm Schick. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
What are you doing over there?
I'm reading a letter from a guy that works in a oil change place. He said last December I had some guy come in and he had a sex doll, blow-up type.
Is that right?
Dressed as Mrs. Claus. Seatbelt on. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, you wanted her to be safe, I suppose.
Rather unusual.
Some people do that so they can drive in the diamond lane or whatever.
That doesn't. They don't approve of that.
No, they don't.
We're still reviewing yesterday's show. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. Sports coming up, including Celtics win and move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Luka had 31 points and a triple-double, and the Mavericks beat the Thunder 104-92 to take a 3-2 lead in that series. Josh gets alerts on his Social Security numbers on the dark web, and he ignores, just like the check engine light.
Don't know what I can do about it.
Could care less, he said.
Mm-hmm.
David Rush set a new world record, thumbtacks and a corkboard in 1 minute. The number is 243. Christy pointed out they're not real thumbtacks; they're push pins.
Yes, it's different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Thumbtacks, you got a problem.
Right, because you've got to. They're flat.
Much more difficult.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thumbtack.
Think about that.
Push pins are almost the training wheels of thumbtacks.
I see.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Christy Lee gets a pedicure every 2 weeks.
2 to 4. Yeah.
Josh noticed how soft her feet were.
Very soft.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good mouthfeel.
Once
Did
again,
not have my foot
that's
in his
because
mouth.
you had to wade through
A puddle to get to work yesterday.
very deep. Oh.
My shoes are still wet, by the way. I may have to buy new ones. They're going to mold, whatever.
Any excuse is good enough for me to buy a new pair of shoes. Orcas are attacking boats and sinking them. Where was this?
Off Gibraltar.
Yeah, Strait of
It's
Gibraltar.
been going. I think there were several.
That's where the Rock is, right?
Like 700.
100, in the last few years. It's a big thing now.
I'm Dwayne Johnson. I can live anywhere. I would immediately move to Gibraltar.
Would you?
Because then I would be
the Rock of the Rock.
Yes.
The Rock of the Rock of Gibraltar.
The Rock of the Rock of Gibraltar.
Is that the most famous rock?
Sure.
It'd have to be.
Well, it used to be Rocky Marciano.
I mean,
are you talking geography?
Rocks in the world.
The big rock? What's the one in San Francisco where the prison was?
Cliffs of Dover. Alcatraz is a rock.
Alcatraz is a big rock.
The Rock.
Rock, yeah.
Cliffs of Dover is a cliff, but I guess it's a rock. I don't.
Okay. Plymouth Rock. Good one. Thank you very much. We have a Patriot.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Very good.
Boy, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I had a car crash on the way to the blood test before my first marriage. That's a fact. I think I would have.
Omen.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that because of the snake.
Bride or the bride's sister?
The bride's sister, one of the bridesmaids. They were at a wedding in this
Arizona,
5-6 foot snake.
It was a 6 foot gopher snake, and she took care of it. She wrestled
picked it up and
took it away.
We should just call this, since we've moved this segment, it should not just be called Trying to Remember What We Talked About Yesterday.
I think we can.
It isn't nearly as interesting as when we used to have it at the end of the show.
Really?
No, we had to rush it at the end of the show. Now
we've got all the time.
Thank God we did.
Yeah,
now that I think about
cute.
it, the problem with it being here is that we have to spend time with it.
Now we're really bathing in it.
Would you want a loose snake in Florence, Arizona? There
would you want
go.
a snake with a gopher face, a gopher head, and a gopher
When
face?
you mentioned yesterday that I said, "Oh, they must only bite gophers," and you said, "No, they have buck teeth." That's what I hope they are.
That's a funny snake. But I like your thing. You think you thought maybe it was one of the bridesmaids was wearing the snake.
Oh no! It turned out just to be a garter.
Yeah, it was very good. It was very good. And again, lost all of its punch by delivering it.
You guys know, I don't know if Josh knows this, or I might have told this on the air since you've been here. I got married in a snake handling church in West Virginia.
I was going to bring that up yesterday, but I was afraid
people think you're joking.
Jolo, West Virginia. No, it's absolutely true.
Was there any snake handling in the ceremony?
No, just from the in-laws. Thank you. No,
when you shook your.
But didn't you tell me that his hands were all?
He'd been bitten, and your status in the church ascends how many times you've been bitten and lived through it.
Whoa!
Of course, you can't seek medical care. You just pray over the snake bite and hope you get better. Yeah.
Oof.
Yikes.
As a matter of, if you've ever seen any documentaries made in the 80s, late 70s, and the entire decade of the 80s, my ex-father-in-law is most likely being interviewed, being a snake handler.
Interesting.
In West Virginia.
And weren't the snakes like in cages in the back of the church?
Yeah. Well, no, they kept them at my mother and father-in-law's house. Kept them at the house.
Weren't they on the back porch?
On the top of the freezer. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
Go back there and get me a couple chops. Well, there's a snake on the top of the freezer.
I think I'll go watch the game at home.
I can't believe you married that dumbass from Ohio. Boy, oh boy.
What?
Hey, the Lions are on. No thanks. I'm gonna go do anything to get out of here.
And that's what we learned on yesterday's show.
You're forgetting some of the best stuff we learned about.
Oh, this might be the fly in the ointment of this feature now.
No,
him adding his.
Oh, remember the kid with the charred penis?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think you lost me at kid with a charred penis.
Well, he was doing a prank for TikTok. And he climbed on top of one of those trains that has the electrical thing, and he got himself zapped in the genitals.
15 years old.
He's
10?
15.
I didn't know he was 15. I thought we were talking like a 20-something.
No.
It's still troubling.
Very troubling.
Let's take this opportunity to draw up some parameters. Nobody under the age of 18. Come on.
This kid's an idiot.
Come on. He's 15.
Yeah.
Well, I was an idiot at 15, but I didn't get blackballed, literally, by getting my genitals charred by electricity.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know if he's recovered or not. It looked...
I don't know if he's recovered or not.
It was looking pretty bad. We had a great news story about the bagpipes. I love that one. One of the best senior pranks of all time. They had a bagpipe guy follow around the principal of the school for an hour.
Yeah. And the principal loved it. He was in on the
that's
gag.
cool. That's fun. That's fun. But do you have a couple of sporting stories you want to squeeze in?
Well, not right now. Coming up, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition is going to be coming out. I didn't even know
Hubba.
Still a Sports Illustrated. I know there's an online presence, but I don't know if there's an actual magazine you can hold in your hand, but maybe there still is. Gayle King's going to be not only in Gayle King from CBS, and she's 69 years old. She's going to be on the cover of the Sports Illustrated
All right.
swimsuit edition. Brittany Mahomes is also participating. Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Now, in order of...
That's some guy's wife.
Not to objectify, but in order of your preference, which news anchors would you like to sleep with? Go ahead.
News anchors?
What are you? What are we talking about?
Nora O'Donnell.
Network.
Nora O'Donnell.
Nora O'Donnell is
very
quietly
very hot.
Anne-Marie Green's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah. She's.
What about Lester? Would you go?
Lester Holt?
I'd like to go see a ball. I'd see a ball game with Lester.
Yeah,
He's got some pretty eyes.
I'd rub his thigh. If he's up for that.
Really?
Sure. Here, have a hot dog. And what do you think of this?
David on ABC is a pretty hot-looking guy. Got that gel in the hair.
I don't care for the gel in the hair.
You don't like that guy?
The NFL schedule released yesterday, and
read all of them.
Netflix is on board.
Okay.
And here are all the games.
We'll find out more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate Pina Colada and Thai-iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
You're welcome.
Is it possible for you to stop talking? I don't think it is. Good morning and welcome to
Say
the
a
Bob
word.
and Tom
Just sitting
Show.
over here politely drinking my tea.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Yes.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, chick.
Man, it'd be good for a song.
Oh, I'm
How
ready.
about a
I'm ready to
song?
sing.
You're ready to sing?
Oh, you missed it yesterday, Pat.
What I miss?
A lot.
We had this weird story about
Hey, let's
this.
go over what we missed.
Yeah.
No, you're probably wondering why Chick is a little anxious because he's got to get to the DMV, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, to get his
gonna be a day.
driver's license changed because he wants to sign up to be a poop donor.
Oh,
we had fecal transplants in the news yesterday, and you got to sign up, in case of a tragic accident. They may want to use your eyes, your heart, and a couple of random turds.
That's how you shoehorn that story into this? You settled on that.
I did.
A proud organ donor. It does make me better than the rest of you who aren't doing it.
I'm a proud
I
organ
can't do
donor. You can't?
Freaks
Why?
me out. This weirds me out.
I caused the last time I was at the it was like maybe a couple months ago. It wasn't that long ago. It was just it was like the Met Gala. There were photographers. There were people. It's Chick. It was unbelievable.
I have no doubt.
Oh
Media
my
darling.
God!
Red carpet, the whole deal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everybody knew me. If you want to get recognized, go to the BMV, Tom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or is it the DMV? I'm not sure.
Depends on where you're
Here's
from.
the
Right?
DMV.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I see. Do you have the star license, driver's license yet?
I sure do. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
good, very good.
Oh yes, I'm all set.
Because you got to have it, right?
Because they moved it, but now it's the 25th.
They've moved it 5 or 6 times. But
2025 now.
you finally have to have it? Okay.
You know, it's a black and white photo now. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
Check
retro.
local listings.
Yeah. Oh God in heaven!
Well,
You've
we
got to
live-
stop crap like that, or I am going to
We
punch you
broadcast from everywhere.
into unconscious.
You have listeners in foreign countries.
My driver's license ain't black and white. What are they talking about?
It must be from
Do you think
somewhere else.
What an idiot
So,
you are!
if they're not from where you're from, they talk like that?
Yes, they do.
Well, fine.
Where was I? Oh, NBA playoffs last night. Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Call him the
Tater.
I was ready. I was right on it.
I hear
I missed
Jason
it.
Statham every time.
Some of you who aren't as excited about this as others. I'm going to try it again.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready now.
NBA playoffs last night.
Yes?
The Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum.
They call him J-Bro.
Wait a minute.
What did you say?
What do they call
They
it?
call him J-Bro.
Oh, J-Bro.
I didn't know.
Okay, J-Bone, maybe. I like J-Bone.
Oh, J-Bone is good.
J-Bone.
Yeah. that
You
is
could be
good.
T-Bone. You could be easily be T-Bone.
Yeah, there's too many T-Bones.
Too many T-Bones?
Yeah.
All right. Josh could be J-Bone.
That's T-Bones.
J-Bone.
J-Boney.
He had 25 and 10 rebounds, and the Celtics move on. They do away of the I think the Cavaliers only had 3 guys on the floor.
Yeah, I think.
Boston wins 113-98. Did you watch the game last night with your husband?
I did watch a little of that game last night.
Was he
I sure
there?
did.
Was he there? In his,
Yeah, he was there.
In his wife beater.
Did he curse?
With his,
I know
with
he
his
didn't
boxers
curse.
on, his feet up on the. Get me another beer.
Well, this is interesting. Can in my hand is empty.
Okay, this is all
How
funny.
in the hell did that happen?
Someone gets married.
Yeah, we-
and
we-
has
You
an
get
empty
your ass.
No,
My
we
husband doesn't
established.
drink beer, and he wears a collared shirt all the time.
And he doesn't curse.
And he doesn't curse.
Now,
Ever?
whatever
No.
you say.
No.
Pardon me, Your Majesty. If you wouldn't mind getting off your ass.
Get me a bourbon.
He does do that.
Luca had 31 and
His name is Luca.
triple
He
double.
lives on the second floor.
Mavericks beat the Thunder 104-92 last night in Oklahoma City. Take a 3-2 lead in there. Best of 7 in the
Good
Western
thing that guy
Conference.
sold his ticket.
Semifinal. Yes.
I see that this morning.
Yeah, that Oklahoma City Thunder, they might be on their way out. The NFL announced their schedule, times, and dates for the upcoming 2024 season, and now here they all are. Netflix and the NFL, the big announcement yesterday, a 3-year deal for the streaming giant to carry games on Christmas Day. Netflix will have both games this year and at least one game in 25 and 26, getting
Ace is
into
booing
Ace
because
Cosby's
Ace,
pocket.
I'm assuming, Ace, you don't have Netflix.
No streaming.
No streaming.
I'm with
No
you on this,
streamers.
Ace. I'm with you on
Kansas
this.
City at Pittsburgh and Baltimore to Houston. This year's Christmas Day will be your games. 2 good ones.
And
2
whoever
good ones.
whoever loses has to immediately go get roasted. I understand Tom Brady finally has admitted he regrets doing that.
Yeah, his kids got
Yeah, he was upset at what it did to his kids when they were heard their mother being talked about in a less than complimentary way.
As the wise chick McGee once said, what is it?
I lack that comedy bone. I think
Me too.
Me
too.
And I bust balls every now and then, but I am just not, I guess, comfortable enough or strong enough to take it. I think is what my problem
You
is.
just want to be among friends and not
Yeah.
strangers. That's the thing.
Organized attacking.
Let's laugh at people when they don't know we're laughing at them. That's my key to comedy.
Yeah, that's weird too.
Point them out. Yeah, right.
I love the old ones though.
Yeah, the old
when
ones.
they were
They
friends.
knew each other.
Yeah.
What is it about the Dean Martin roast that
They're
seemed
likable.
charming?
Yeah, they were a little charming.
There was no malice. It was all fun. Now it's like I'm going after you and your family.
Here we go.
And by the way, we've never met.
Yeah.
That's a weird
and poor
thing.
Tom Brady's kids have to deal with all that.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's
I
awful.
believe there was one joke about Tom Brady's ex-wife Giselle, who she's dating her jiu-jitsu instructor, I guess, and apparently one of the comedians pointed out that the jiu-jitsu instructor, the head of his, they'd been doing it so often that it suffered CTE.
Again, clever.
I mean, honestly, they are. All those jokes are really well written, and well delivered.
But 90% of them not written by the people delivering them.
Right.
So the Netflix thing. This is this the beginning of the end of broadcast television carrying?
That's what the streamers hope to do. They
Two
really,
things are going to
They
happen.
really do.
But it's so confusing. You're going to have to have 5 different.
How would you like to be
streaming sources.
an average guy? This is so foreign because I've always been the television raised me, and I've always been. I need my TV, and I know what's going on, and I know how to get what I want. And but can you an average guy going home and he just wants to watch the evening news?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck, or a network newscast. It's quite the process.
And if you're planning on hosting Christmas this year, you don't have Netflix. No one's coming.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another
If
thing.
you're
to
hosting
think about.
the
You better have
Christmas
the games
brunch.
on.
Yeah.
Netflix is going to get even more NFL games, possibly contribute to the season like your Foxes and your CBSs.
Right.
And NBC is going to try to get the NBA package, which will be the end of NBC as we know it, and they'll no longer be a network. They're going to lose so much money on the new NBA contract. And now I'll stop being serious. Hi!
So
it's going to be a mess.
Okay, but this the season that is coming soon will feature those Netflix games.
Christmas Day, yes.
All right, okay.
Yes.
All right.
The contract is for 24, 25, and 26 seasons, and in 25 and 26, Netflix at least has one game. I don't know who the other person will have.
It's also a little grinchy. I mean, there are people who just can't afford Netflix. Let them be able to watch the game.
Remember
on
back in the day,
televisions.
Josh, when it started Netflix, you could they would send you a VHS tape of American Pie.
I certainly remember the DVDs.
Yeah, the DVDs.
Sure.
Now, things have. But yeah, you're going to have 4 or 5 different streaming services to get
right.
And
Four or five.
Amazon still has Thursday, right?
Thursday, Amazon. It's exclusive to Amazon. There you go.
Now,
Yeah.
I have another dumb
That's
question.
actually the tip of the iceberg, not Netflix.
But the let's see, the away team presumably will still be able to get their games broadcast at home on broadcast television.
I would think that would
Right.
have to come under some sort of congressional act that if that happened a long time ago when ESPN got Monday Night Football, is that if you don't have
If your team is
cable
playing out
and
of-
you're the home,
you get to get it on your regular television.
yeah, if the Baltimore Ravens are playing the Kansas City Chiefs in Baltimore and Kansas City, over-the-air stations in Baltimore and Kansas City will
But does
carry
that
the
mean
game.
that then they'll still have all the commercials on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
I
they'll have
don't
breaks.
think there
They'll
are
have-
going to be commercials.
They'll
on
have some kind of break, and I wouldn't be
I
surprised
think
if
they're
they
going to have some kind of break.
and if they just don't advertise Netflix programming.
Right.
I think they'll have the regular commercials.
I don't think they will.
Well, then
they don't need how much.
The advertisers. You're telling me the NFL's not going to? They're going to leave money on the table.
They're
getting the money from Netflix straight.
From Netflix.
I think each game is what did I hear? What are 125 million a piece?
But they may
for the games 150 million a piece. That the Netflix.
But the
paid
advertisers aren't
NFL.
going to advertise if they don't get to have their commercials aired.
I don't know about the commercials on Netflix. I don't think they're going to have them. Why would you?
Because they have to have those breaks anyway for the players to.
Well, they already have 40 million people subscribe to the ad tier of Netflix.
Oh, that's true,
read
too.
yesterday. So there
Yeah,
is an
there you
ad
go.
tier, but are those ads strictly Netflix programming, or are they actually commercials for
I think they're
Doritos and stuff?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't see them
Yeah, I
giving
mean,
up
I
the
would
ad
never-
revenue.
I
Sorry.
think they play the ads that are played on. Well, that doesn't make any sense either.
Who knows? We'll have to see.
The deal will allow Netflix to show advertisements which are built into live sporting events to all its customers, not just subscribers to its ad-supported plan.
Well, now
I mean, that was like.
So that means they're playing all the ads.
Well, now I'm angry.
But of what though? That's the
It'll be the usual.
Now, Chick, have you watched on
Okay.
Thursday Night Football?
Why do you
They have
always
ads.
point these questions at me? Ask Josh.
You like sports.
And so
Some
does
sport.
he.
We all do.
Sports.
If it's about hockey.
Watch sports. What's your question, Ace?
No, on Thursday night, have you watched an Amazon game? 'Cause-
Yes, I have.
And there are commercials in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't remember now. I always mute the. I don't know. I can't remember. It's not a big deal. Is it a big deal?
No, it's not. It's not a big deal.
Now, will they do cool stuff like, since they're broadcasting Christmas games, like have the chain gang guys dressed like the three wise men? Stuff like that?
Yes. I'm going to say yes because that
Like
is
elves.
Have,
or
have,
something.
have like a nativity scene in the end zone with a camel.
They may stay away from, I don't know, things that are sacrilegious, but they may go
Maybe a
more the
Santa
Santa
too.
route.
Putting the sack in sacrilegious.
Did you say nativity?
I said, did I say nativity?
Now we're really treading down the road of.
No, I said nativity scene. You know, the camel, the wise men.
Yes.
Let me hear about your new Weber grill, Tom. That's what I want to hear about.
I'm so excited about Weber, and we were talking about the one that's got the nice, even, clean surface, the rust-resistant surface that I'm so psyched about. How about another Weber grill, the Searwood Pellet Grill? You can smoke, roast, and sear all on the same grill. Go from low to slow on smoke boost mode at 180 degrees, or all the way to the high heat mode. Get ready for this one, 600 degrees. It's all from Weber, this great new line of Weber grills. It's got the full great sear zone, so you can put more food on the flame and the food will look as good as it tastes. The grill is hot in 15 minutes. Cleanup is, excuse me, I'm getting choked up. Cleanup is extra easy. You'll cook on 2 levels at the same time, so you can make enough for everybody. And you can add a heavy-duty rotisserie or rust-resistant griddle insert. This is so exciting. We had a great cookout with the Weber folks just the other day. Check it out by going to Weber.com, W-E-B-E-R, Weber.com, the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill, and find out all those great options you've now got coming your way from the folks at Weber. I'm getting very excited about getting my new Weber grill. Coming up in sports, Chick McGee.
Yes. Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Partially naked women live in your home.
Okay.
Stepped it up.
How about that? They really stepped it up. And we're not going to get too far away from the past. Arnold Palmer.
Oh.
What's going on with Arnold Palmer?
Wow.
I don't know,
Here's
is
a
it-
list of people who care. That's right, Arnold Palmer.
Oh, he was one of the greats. He lives on in the world of iced tea.
Sure.
Not the rapper. That'd be weird. Oh my God! Can you imagine rappers doing golf? There's a bit right there.
Well, yeah, show live much longer. We just can't do it.
Okay,
it's not going to be.
Whores and bitches do 9 holes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal at night.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you, buddy?
Do you think the guy hit high test or regular gas when he did that thing?
That is a good question.
What if you were the guy behind him waiting for the
Still
pump?
talking about this?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
To me right now,
I can't unsee it.
It's front runner for best picture of the year.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I saw something listed.
Hope it wasn't diesel. Is the diesel nozzle thinner or thicker?
It's thicker.
Thicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have we found out where it is?
No.
It's not in this country.
So if it was diesel, it would be thicker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's get back to the sports page. Excuse me. We have something going on with Mr. McGee across
I saw
the way.
something listed on one of the sports channels, and I didn't. I should have clicked on it to see if it was actually this, but I wanted to ask you guys if you've ever seen this. Professional pillow fighting.
I have heard of that.
Okay.
It's in there like boxing and chess.
Like slapping?
Chess, boxing. No, yeah, they hit each other with pillows.
And this looked to be it was like the professional pillow fighting championships.
Ace is really into it. The team from
Have you
Birmingham.
ever
Were they sorority girls?
I do like
I don't know.
Yeah, a very special pillow fighting championship.
Well, we talked about the tag.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tag.
Tag looks tough.
Yeah.
It does look tough.
I don't know about fun, but it looks tough. I'll tell you that.
Tiring.
They have
run a lot.
They have an obstacle course with like.
There's going to be in the Olympics along with Red Rover. Well, the American Red Rover team, led by Shonder. Ridiculous.
I was giving you room to come. There it is, PFC, baby. Look at that.
Gosh, I thought you were kidding.
So they're really just trying to whack each other, and they look like real athletes. You
Sure
know.
they do.
My God.
Well,
Holy hell.
Probably a lot of scholarship money.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's got a full ride.
Who knew?
Full ride at Notre Dame and a pillow scholarship.
I got to get a PFC T-shirt.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Where
so it's a thing.
was I? I'm going to talk to you about the fabulous swimsuit edition coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Gayle King is going to be on the cover. Yes, broadcasters, Gayle King.
From CBS.
She's going to be on the cover of this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. There she is. Right
Looks
there.
adorable.
There she is.
She's a pretty lady.
Oh, yeah.
And Brittany Mahomes is also going to be a part of
No,
these
the swimsuit edition used to be the
presentation.
poor man's Playboy.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Call it.
Did it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
your wife would allow you to have that in the house. And
Did you hear how she offered that up?
Allow it in the house.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow that.
I'll allow that.
There's some good pictorials in those. You can really.
Is that a word, pictorial?
Yeah.
Pictorial.
Yeah, I think I didn't.
Oh, pectoral is a fin.
Pectoral are muscles.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Pectoral.
Chest muscle.
But it was kind of, no beavage. It was relative.
Okay, I'm going to read
Yeah,
this.
sure.
because I
Yeah,
want to-
swimsuits. It was also about
I don't know
swimsuits.
if this is sports. I don't know if you have this story, but
What?
I want to have this story see the light of day.
What story?
A parachute that was reportedly attached to pigeons to carry handwritten messages during World War II has been found after 80 years.
Really?
I'll just let this information marinate with Mr. Griswold.
I would have thought pigeons were their own parachute.
A parachute reportedly attached to pigeons to carry handwritten messages during World War II has been found after 80 years.
Where the
The pigeons
message
would
is on the
then
parachute.
they would drop the parachute and with the
A family recently donated the rare item to the House on the Hill Toy Museum in Stansted, Essex, England, and said the parachute was discovered in an old shoebox.
Do you see a picture of it? Is it a tiny little parachute?
I would think.
Yes,
It's a little backpack that.
How would the bird know to drop it and
The
where?
parachute is stored inside the home of a deceased woman who's being referred to as Mrs. Ellington. It was her relatives who spotted the shoebox that contained items and documents related to D-Day, including the pigeon parachute.
She was married to a duke, Mrs. Ellington.
Look at that little pigeon.
There he is.
It's everything you'd want it to be.
I think if somehow, God forbid, the pigeon would lose consciousness.
Right.
It's about the
delivering
size of a baby bonnet with a little with strings attached to it. They look like just your typical
a little tiny pack.
Yeah.
Looks like a little tiny back, but
he kept his MREs in there.
But did the pigeon drop it?
Right, or did he land with it?
The method of sending messages via carrier pigeon, one of the oldest methods of long-distance communication, according to IMA, International Military Antiques, a New Jersey-based company that sells military collectibles and memorabilia. Carrier pigeons originally used by Romans over 2,000 years ago and also during World War I. John Pershing, the U.S. Army Signal Corps general, established the pigeon service in 1917.
Wow.
It's funny that they haven't made a movie out of this one.
No, they haven't. Tom Hanks hasn't gotten behind this.
Not as much action as the brave men in aircraft.
They explained that pigeons were typically identified by a unique name or number and sometimes carried a large variety of information, sensitive information, in the parachute.
Dude, I would watch.
This is the early drone.
Yes. Taken across enemy
what
lines.
I don't understand is how does the pigeon know when to drop the chute?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you watch a movie that was as serious as All Quiet on the Western Front, but they were all pigeons? I would see that in a second.
That'd be maybe a good 3-minute SNL skit.
Okay, we need to find out what the deal is with this, because there was a 1937 version of the pigeon parachute that had a cage on the bottom of it.
Okay,
so I don't know if it is a safe system. I don't know.
Right.
If it's what we would use parachutes for.
It sounds like something that didn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah. It sounds like an idea it just.
I mean, we found one in 80 years, so yeah, they weren't
maybe
all that
so.
popular.
Did you ever see the cool thing about the fake tanks they'd made that would blow up?
Oh, sure.
They're made out of wood, and they would put them out in the field. And so,
made out of rubber, and they
taking
blow
the
them,
pictures.
Put them,
They think we had more tanks than we did.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now, see, that's interesting and cool. This seems to be.
I think the history of the military with animals is fascinating, but we're not using all that we could. I mean, shouldn't every front line have some lions and stuff?
Yeah. You want to scare them.
I mean, you just send
Sure,
the lions.
German Shepherd's scary, but you
not-
got a tiger coming over the wall.
We're not Romans. What are you doing?
Why don't we have a bunch of lions and gorillas at the front line?
I guess because there's no way of controlling who the lions and gorillas attack.
Well, we got to train them when they're young.
And just make sure the Krauts are wearing their proper uniform, I guess, during World War II.
Yeah.
The Krauts.
I read this book last year in which those were different times, and the references to
especially the women.
The references to are of a certain era. You wouldn't do that today.
No,
even though they're the enemy. Bullets fine.
I don't think they're the enemy.
Bad names, no.
Yeah, sticks and stones, huh? Yeah.
And we can nuke them, but we can't refer to them as. Okay.
And you know how
that makes sense.
You know how we like minor league baseball team names here?
Oh, yeah.
Love
them.
Birmingham Biscuits and the, what is it? The
Savannah Slugs.
Savannah Slugs and the Babies, the New Orleans Voodoo Babies.
The Babies we like.
Trash Pandas.
Well, how about this? It's not a baseball team, but it's the Athens Rock Lobsters.
Oh, sure.
The minor league hockey team that will begin play next season in the home of the University of Georgia in Athens.
Cool.
They are paying homage to the city's rich musical heritage by choosing a nickname associated with one of their most famous bands, the B-52s.
Rock Lobster!
And they released their, as it says here, crustacean-themed song, Rock Lobster, in the late 70s. Now it's moving from the beach to the ice the expansion team in the Federal Prospects Hockey League.
All right.
The band has endorsed the new name in a statement released by city officials.
We're fine with it.
Very excited. That was Fred.
It is okay with us.
What's Fred's last name? It's not Durst. Fred.
Oh. I forget his last name, but it is Fred.
Rock Lobster. Yeah. And the two girls with their hair
with their
I love the
font?
B-52.
The beehives?
The beehives, the B-52s.
Yeah, I love the B-52.
Roof, rust.
What the hell?
Tin roof, rust. Rock Lobster. Isn't RuPaul in that somewhere? Isn't she the one taking the bath?
I don't remember a video.
Is that right?
When you see a painted sign at the side of the road, it says 15 miles to the Tom.
Love Shack.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bring your jukebox money.
You did not care for the B-52s.
No. I'm looking up something else.
That's a big karaoke song.
You guys handle the show. I'm over here
Yeah,
researching
huge.
something.
A Georgia man has pleaded guilty to charges relating to the theft of Arnold Palmer's green jacket and other memorabilia at the Augusta National Golf Club.
Well, this is no good.
Federal prosecutors report that Mr. Richard Globensky, a former warehouse assistant for Augusta, stole items from the warehouse and passed them on to sellers in Florida, who then sold them online at a significant markup. Items included T-shirts, mugs, chairs, as well as historic memorabilia such as the green jackets worn by Arnold Palmer, Ben Hogan, and Gene Sarazen.
Wow.
No one from this century. The scheme lasted for more than a decade and earned him more than $5 million.
The scheme. Don't you love a scheme?
He's 39 years old, pleaded guilty to a charge of transporting goods knowing they'd been stolen. He's scheduled to be sentenced later this year. As part of the plea deal, Globensky must write a $1.5 million cashier's check to the government.
Wait a second. So he steals $5 million worth of stuff.
So he
sells it for $5 million, only has to pay 1.5.
That's right.
Why did the government?
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
He has to pay for the investigation? Is that what? That's interesting.
The odds I'm saying the odds that Mr. Globensky has the 1.5 million, I'm saying are probably fairly slim.
We'll just have to steal.
If I were the judge.
What do you mean? You think he blew it?
If I were the judge, he'd be getting a hole-in-one of a different kind in prison. Stealing Arnold Palmer's jacket, that's sacrilegious. That's terrible.
I'm picking prison. If they go, you got to write us a check. We got to write the government a check for 1.5. Throw me in a cell.
He stole $5 million worth of stuff.
I'm still not paying the government anything.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You pay for me is what I say.
And I'm the judge. And good luck.
Yeah.
By the way, the 19th hole is in your ass.
How long am I going to do? 5 years? Good
Of
behavior.
glorious sodomy.
Glorious sodomy, Josh.
Is it this Arnold Palmer? Will they let him serve? Wait a minute, let me think this through.
Arnold
Palmer, of course, famous in some people's minds, exclusively known for the iced tea.
Yeah,
right?
half iced lemonade.
Half iced tea, half lemonade. Maybe they can let him serve his sentence half in prison, half at home, half on the golf course.
Do you think there's anybody who drinks an Arnold, what you said, regularly and doesn't know that Arnold Palmer is a golfer?
Oh, yeah.
This is like the thing.
Probably.
Yeah. It's like the thing with Madden football. Madden is the name that is stuck with video game football, but there are people that have no idea John Madden was a real person, a distinguished announcer and great coach.
Or the people who performed the J. Arnold in bed.
Oh,
they don't know that.
They don't know that having two girls at once while eating a dozen donuts is named after me.
J. Arnold.
Yeah,
could have been anybody.
That's right.
We need some special music because today marks is a very special occasion.
What kind of music do you need?
What I'm about to share with you is
this going to work?
Without a doubt, no. The most.
Give me some context.
I'm going to Freddie and the Dreamers, or I'm Telling You Now, or something. Nope.
Does that work?
Nope. A song that you absolutely, something by the Allman Brothers, because what I'm about to share with you is absolutely the most Tom-centric story we've ever related on this show. It's unbelievable. There's no way we should be talking about this. It shouldn't be broadcast. No one should know about it other than if you stumble across the internet, look at it and go, huh, that's it.
Okay, do you want me to find something right now that I like that you don't?
Well, why don't you do what you always do? While someone else is doing something in the room, you're not listening and thinking about other things.
Okay.
Probably making up the next poster in your head. Is what I'm thinking.
Taking your name off of it.
Here's Here's where we go. Ready?
Yep.
If you've ever wondered how the ski slope...
Freddie and the Dreamers?
Tom is telling you now that if you've ever wondered how the ski slope grading system came to be...
Oh, dude.
Wow. Now,
You mean green, blue, black?
yes.
Okay.
This is really exciting.
No, it's pretty easy. Green is easy. Blue is
But
medium.
wait a minute, hang on.
The
Don't tell
origin.
it. Don't tell it. Do you know who invented it?
No.
Well, see, this
Why
is
would I know that?
That's why this is interesting.
Why would you know that? And no, why would you care?
Exactly.
Because it's important that for those of us that are blessed in this world or are allowed to ski, which God's gift, of course.
It just keeps
there is
getting better and better.
There's a system. I'll talk to you, Josh.
God's gift to the deserving elite.
That's right.
Green is a snowmobile
I think
trail.
one percenters may not have narrowed it enough, but
all ski resorts in North America grade their slopes and trails with either a green circle, a blue square, or a black diamond.
Right.
Here we are with a little context explaining to you about what you're about to hear.
Okay.
Prior to 1964, there was neither regulation nor tradition.
It was chaos out
That
there.
resorts followed
Exactly.
when
Took
they couldn't label their runs.
People zigzagging, slamming into each
everywhere.
other.
Well, or beginners breaking their legs on a black diamond.
You can see why this is important with a capital I. Walt Disney developed his own grading system when he set out to build his own ski resort.
ladies and gentlemen,
And
the great Dickie Betts, Dwayne Allman, in memory of Elizabeth Reed, live at the Fillmore.
Elizabeth Reed was dead when they wrote this.
That's right. It was her
Elizabeth
grave.
Reed?
It was the gravestone in
Some dumb gravestone.
Macon. Where
Is Elizabeth Reed a name or a command? Elizabeth Reed. Quit talking and read.
Pointless, but it was
Pointless. No, here's pointless.
So Walt Disney.
Walt Disney passed away before that vision could be realized about ski resorts.
Can you
and
imagine
ski
how cool it
runs
would be if
being
Disney
labeled.
World had a ski resort?
Nope. His
I'm
proposed
surprised they don't.
I mean, the chairlift would be like Space Mountain. Wouldn't just take you up the
Orlando's
mountain. It would do
90
all
degrees.
kinds of dips and.
No, Pat, that is a fair point.
Orlando's 90 degrees.
What I mean is,
Hey, they could build one of those indoor ski places like they have in whatever it is,
in Dubai.
Saudi Arabia.
sure, or they could go to where the snow is.
That'd even be even
They
better.
have Disney resorts there, like Vero Beach, and they have them everywhere. Like the
But Walt
vacation
Disney came
resorts.
up with this. Isn't that great?
Well, somebody should show his frozen head the pictures of it.
That's disrespectful.
Well, it's true though, isn't it? Or no, it melted or something. Something
That
real.
was
I
Ted
don't even
Williams.
think that.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think this deserves. Is that right?
Yeah, the original
It
deal
doesn't.
was if you could do a serious double black diamond, you got to sleep with a princess.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that
Those
must be a
Disney
ski-
princesses
that
aren't
must be
that
a-
wholesome.
Maybe a skiing.
They like to give it up, Josh. Okay. Well, do you think that's interesting?
Not at all. And
So Walt
I
Disney
think I'm in
came
the
up with
majority.
the green, blue, black thing.
Yeah. Fascinating, isn't it?
And also, he was the only one who could have facial hair working for the Disney company.
That's true.
That is weird.
Hey, it's good to be the
why-
king.
Hey, that's why you like Walt Disney. He was a despot. That's why you like him. He was a czar. He ruled with an iron fist.
I don't use the term czar with a C or a T. Too ethnic. King
Or,
is what we go with.
King.
Did you see
More
Saving
sports.
Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks and Walt
Oh,
Disney?
I have not, and I really want to see that.
It's wonderful.
That
It
is
is
on
good.
my list.
Okay. Well, so we've learned something about
more sports coming up that
skiing?
Tom thinks is interesting.
Okay. It's fascinating. You can
Just
I
being
bet a lot of
honest.
water cooler talk about that today.
Just being
Hey, next time you go skiing, when you see that,
Can
you
you
see that
believe
green
it?
thing. Walt Disney.
Walt Disney
That's right.
came out with
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, there's one. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Morning, Tom. What are you doing now?
Reading some letters about Tom speak.
Oh!
Sometimes you can't think of the word.
These are wonderful.
You just you gotta just blurt out what's happening in your head.
Yes.
Happens to me all the time. Here we go. Got a nice little letter here from Mark. He writes, my wife couldn't think of the word temperature. She says, what are the degrees outside?
Yeah,
Perfectly
sure.
valid. This one is especially good. I love this next one. My daughter was about 5 years old. She was watching my mother make gravy for Thanksgiving. She asked her grandma what was in the pan. and was told, right now just the drippings. What are drippings, she asked. Grandma answered that it was the fat and the juices that dripped from the turkey during cooking. Oh, gross. We eat fat juice?
Fat juice.
Needless to say, we use fat juice now in perpetuity.
For gravy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please pass the fat juice.
I love it.
That is great.
That'd be probably a bad name for a energy drink, though, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
fat juice.
Hi.
Hey, lard ass. How'd you get so chunky? Oh, I drink highly caffeinated fat juice. It induces blubber production and keeps me wide awake so I can eat more.
I'm alert but hungry.
My mom had some Tom speak the other day. Instead of, she forgot my name, so she called me Heartless A-hole.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, you
Could
know,
have been
happens-
worse.
it
It
happens
could
to
have
all
been
of us.
Heartless B-hole.
People are losing their minds about us at last talking about pigeons and pigeon parachutes used during World War I and World War II.
Have an explanation?
Kind of, sort of. This is from Tim in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In reference to your discussion on pigeons used in wartime, I remember watching this on the History Channel.
Okay.
The pigeon's name was Commando.
Oh, I love it.
He was used in service with the British Armed Forces during the Second World War to carry crucial intelligence.
Oh, the British, so he's Pigeon English.
Wow.
Nothing?
No. The pigeon carried out more than 90 missions during the war and received the Dickin Medal, D-I-C-K-I-N, the Dickin Medal, the animal equivalent to the Victoria Cross.
Wow.
But this was not with a parachute, though, right?
For 3 particularly notable missions in 1945. No, he didn't have to use the parachute. He was
But
successful.
we can't figure out why there was a
I don't know why
pigeon
there was
parachute.
a pigeon parachute.
Must have done something right if he got the Dickin.
The Germans.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the Germans as a people, Tom?
No, I was just referencing the book I was reading.
Uh-huh.
These are a pejorative term.
They had hawks that went after the pigeons.
Wow.
Moo.
The best pigeons, like Commando, learned to dodge the attacks by the hawks.
And to shoot tiny machine guns.
Wow.
I want to see if a pigeon's doing this.
Glued to their wings.
I insist he has a little leather hat
Yes.
and little
Yes.
goggles
Absolutely.
on the pigeon.
Like the Red Baron and Snoopy?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Pigeon English. Pigeon English.
Yeah, I know. Went nowhere. I don't. You're going to bring up. You're doubling down on that one.
He really is.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
you guys just don't know what Pigeon English is. That's fine.
Okay, here's sort of an explanation to the parachute. The chute's restraint, the part that's kind of like a baby wrap, was used to keep the pigeons calm until they reached the drop-off point. The soldiers would fly the pigeons via low-flying plane to a location and toss them out.
You think a pigeon on a plane is going, this is way better. I can rest.
do they stick their little heads? They stick their little heads out the window like dogs. This is great.
The parachute would slow the pigeons' descent enough to allow them time to struggle free of the chute, hopefully,
yeah.
and fly onto the target.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
There's a new magic trick idea.
It's better than having 10 pigeons loose in a plane.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I got an idea.
Okay.
You know those things where the guy they'll stick someone inside like a glass case full of water and they have to escape?
Mm-hmm.
How about throwing a guy out of a plane
Right.
that's cuffed and he has to get the handcuffs undone in order to open the ripcord?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Not if you're the guy.
Well, you got to be good.
How do you practice that?
Is he wearing a parachute?
On your couch.
Yeah.
He's wearing a parachute.
Cuff
So
the guy.
everything's fine if he can get
If he gets
free.
the cuffs undone, he can.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, deado.
Well, that's the excitement.
Are there parachutes that will automatically deploy at a certain height?
Probably. I would think they'd have some kind of altitude sensor.
Right.
Sure hope that thing works.
Huh, I never thought about that.
I don't know if that's a thing or
I'm
not.
pretty sure
If
because
it
when you throw out
doesn't-
gear or stuff in
There we go.
So theoretically, they could do this trick, and there wouldn't necessarily be.
Oh,
it'd
so
still be risk.
if he fails to do it,
Yeah, he would
still open.
He'd live to do it another time.
Right.
But then make it so that the chute's attached to his feet, if that one goes
That's
on.
funny.
So
So
if
at
he
least
could-
he.
He'd have to land head first.
Yeah,
It'd
there's some
probably kill him.
discomfort.
Yeah, he floats down head first. We know he failed.
That'd probably be the end, I'm guessing.
You guys are animals.
Hey, look, we're trying to do cool tricks, okay?
Yeah.
Call David Copperfield. See if he'll do that one for you.
Look up high-rise saving people. There's some sort of kind of a parachute gizmo you stick out of your window if you're in a high-rise and there's a fire on the lower floor. It will suck you out and you'll float down to the...
What?
You float down to the ground.
I think I'd own one of those
Yeah,
if I
right.
lived.
Just
yeah.
in case.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're like on the 50th floor and
Hell
they can't
yeah,
reach
I'd
you.
have that.
Yeah.
They really have
It's kind
that?
of a passive... It's a passive deploy system where you don't have to
But
jump out of the window.
Most of the time, the windows won't open anymore.
That's true.
Well, I'm talking about people where they're living and things.
Yeah, but if there's a fire, wouldn't you throw a chair or something through your window?
I'd do my
and-
damnedest.
Heck yeah.
I'm just telling you. You should look that up. It's interesting.
But that's great that so you throw the thing out and it automatically sucks you out, so you don't have to sit there going, "Am I actually going to jump?"
And it's not a parachute. It is a parachute system, but it's like a passive. So you're sitting in the parachute is a bowl cup type thing, and you're in the middle of and it just floats down.
Cool.
It's kind of interesting.
You think that's real?
It looks like I know the cartoon. I looked at it.
Oh, okay.
No, there was a guy who did it, and it didn't seem like that high. But yeah.
I don't see the average high-rise person having one of those. Oh, that's not just a coffee table. You throw it out the window, it becomes a parachute.
I love that. I think you were kind of the guy too that the fire wouldn't dare set fire to our
No.
I'd
have
we live in a better part of
very
town.
long,
There are no fires
very long
here.
ladder.
We don't allow fire in this building.
Yeah.
I say you're making an escape route out of sheets tied together.
By the way, have
what's
you
the
heard-
thread count?
If you think you admired Walt Disney before, get a load of this story. You know.
That was a fascinating story about Walt Disney inventing the ski code. And I don't see why you guys are more upset about this guy stealing Arnold Palmer's jacket from the master.
I say go back and get all of them. Set fire to the buildings, what I say.
Don't do that.
And I think
It was just rotting in a warehouse. Nobody was using it.
Right, but it should be in a museum. First of all, they should have the judge. What's the guy's name? Jim Nance should be the judge. Do that in that a tradition like no other. You're sentenced to 10 years in the slammer. The 19th hole is your bung hole.
Excitement of
you're about to be.
19th hole is your bung hole.
Sodomy like no other. It's in the hole.
Precisely. What's coming up in sports?
More sports coming up, including dinosaurs.
Are they out about now?
Dentists.
Because if so, you buried the lead.
Got a great dentist
I should have
story.
taken today off.
Dinosaurs,
Great.
dentists, and a doctor.
Yeah.
And my
more.
favorite story of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally gone to court. Are tacos and burritos sandwiches?
No. Court.
It went to court.
It's
Court,
about
ladies and
time.
gentlemen. Yes.
Yeah.
Will it be appealed? We'll find out to the Taco Supreme Court. I don't know. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Over the past several days, 3 females have been found dead.
Looks like someone's going after these girls. Then they have to know to watch their backs.
Streaming now.
You really want what happened to this woman happen to you?
Exactly why I need to keep going on this.
Starring Emmy Award winner Amanda Seyfried.
I'm worried about what you're gonna find. So am I.
Long Bright River. A limited series. Streaming now. Only on Peacock.
Hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
See what I'm talking about.
Hello and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick. How you
Have
doing?
you done a song yet?
No.
Yeah,
I wanted to.
But what?
Tom said
What'd you
wait.
wanna do?
Tom
You know,
said
that's the
something
important
for Josh.
thing. That's the important thing. Not that you do a song, but you still want to.
The desire's there.
We can do one in a minute.
There's Josh Arnold.
With a very cute story.
Ace Cosby's here. I have a cute story.
I got a
as
great
well.
letter first.
I'm
Okay,
Chick,
cool.
and here's
I have a
Tom.
song.
We're talking about Tom Speak when you can't remember the words.
Mm-hmm.
This one's bittersweet.
Oh, that means it's sad, but a little happy.
It comes to us from Brian with a Y. My grandfather had recently died. I was asking my mother if she was going to do the eulogy. I couldn't remember the word for eulogy, so I said, Mom, are you going to do the funeral commencement? That's brilliant,
I
Brian.
love that.
Yeah.
I love
good
that.
for you.
Alrighty.
You managed to get the words out close enough.
Yes.
Wow.
That's good.
Sorry to hear about your grandpa. Hope you had a great life. If not,
I'm sure he was a good man.
We were
Let's
talking
hope.
about
You never know.
pigeons. Pigeons delivering messages, being heroes in World War
Yes.
I and World War II.
I love pigeons.
There was a Disney movie out, and of course, as we all know, Walt Disney came up with the rating system
for skiing. Snow skiing, absolutely.
Red, green, blue, black, purple.
It's green, blue, black.
Whatever. Evidently, there was a Disney movie in 2005 called Valiant, and it was a cartoon, and it was the story of a pigeon who carried messages for... And there he is in his little combat helmet.
Getting a V for victory.
V for victory.
I've got to see it.
There he is.
How did Valiant slip through the cracks?
I don't know. I've never heard of that movie.
Wow.
There it is.
I'm watching it.
The pigeon movie you're looking for is Valiant. Came out in 2005. That's from
I
Darren.
love it.
I don't know if that's the
Okay,
original
now,
Darren.
we do have a song, Pat. I know.
John, since we're on the subject of pigeons, may I go ahead and
go ahead.
tell you this? This is I love this so much. In the 90s, says Jason, in Utah, my friend had a business of taking pictures of tourists while rafting.
Okay.
He carried pigeons in his kayak, and when he finished a roll of film, he would attach it to the pigeon, and the pigeon would fly to town. A person would develop the pictures, and they would be ready when the tourists got back to town.
Whoa.
Isn't that something?
How do the pigeons not fly away? I don't understand.
They are really...
every once in a while, you probably
Get an errand.
well that
Where'd this roll
before you
of
hit the
film
rapids and she was killed. I had that last picture of you and your wife, but I guess the pigeon flew off.
Oh, I thought it was a very sweet.
It is a sweet story.
Anywho, Pat.
Josh.
Go ahead, Pat.
Josh's birthday, so we're going to do a song for Josh.
Oh.
All right? And I want to hear some singing along when we get there.
All righty.
When do we start singing?
You'll know. You're a smart guy.
He has no patience. None.
I know a man, Josh Arnold, he tells jokes for you.
Oh.
He loves movies and plays. Gets teased for liking porn and pizza pies. And taking off extra days.
Well,
he likes to go fishing and vacations alone. Reads books, not his phone. Here comes the singing part. Mr. Josh Arnold. Sounds beautiful. Mr. Josh Arnold. One more time now. Mr. Josh Arnold. It's his birthday today. I met him on a show on radio. It was Bob and Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Silver chin, a flannel shirt, and fork in hand. A blistered palm. He has no wife, likes the single life, and pleasuring himself. When it comes to making love, Josh says he is thorough and generous.
I know my way around.
Junk is plucked, his ass is shaved, his sack is waxed.
Yeah, it is.
He's adventurous. He likes to sample the goodies. That sweet, sweet pudding. As our Joshy would say. Now we're going to sing about him. Mr. Josh Arnold. Mr. Josh Arnold, I'm talking about now. Mr. Josh Arnold, happy birthday today.
Oh, thank you, Pat.
What an honor.
So very sweet.
Make sure to box that one up, send it to his mom. I don't understand. What's the...
Oh, she would understand.
Really? Okay.
She did my laundry.
Oh, dear. Oh, God.
This t-shirt.
Why is this t-shirt crackly?
World
the record.
No.
How's this one,
You're
chick?
looking.
Not a good one.
A Guinness World Record attempt
Uh,
for the largest gathering of people dressed as dinosaurs. Fell through after organizers.
What happened? Was it wind aided? What happened? Why did the record
Organizers
not count?
failed to get an accurate head count. I gave you one job. Over 3,000 people dressed in dinosaur costumes gathered in the Canadian town of Drumheller to break the current record of 252. However, Travel Drumheller, I bet they don't get a lot of correspondence, issued a statement saying they could not obtain an exact measurement to officially break the record. Despite the disappointment, the organization said it's...
Wait a minute.
The old record was 252.
And they had 3,000?
They couldn't find anybody to count over to 200. They must have really been
issued
drinking.
a statement saying they could not obtain an exact measurement to officially break the record. Despite the disappointment, the organization said it's incredibly proud of what we accomplished, whatever that was, adding that it aims to attempt the record again in the future. I don't know what it is, but I do. There they are. I bust out laughing every time I see people dressed like Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Those little tiny arms.
One of the funniest costumes
So many
ever.
people.
Yeah.
But no one could count them?
That doesn't look easy.
I know that costume. My son has that exact costume.
That's more than 52, right?
Oh, Pat, you need to wear that in for us one
I
day.
swear to God, it's hilarious.
It looks like there's a Barney right there in the middle, kind of.
It inflates from the inside.
Doesn't
It's a
it?
wonderful costume.
Wow.
That and the alien costume that looks like you're being stolen by an alien.
Yeah, that's
Have you
good.
seen that? That's hilarious.
I love
haven't seen that one.
the two.
Yeah, it looks like the alien has his arms around you, but it's your feet and the
That's
feet
classic.
stick out.
That's a classic. So it's a failed world record.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That's where
And do you have a successful world record?
That's where we are. I don't know. Let's discover together, shall we? A man in Japan, pardon me, has been named the world's oldest dentist. Dr. Etsuro Watanabe earned the title at the age of 99 and 133 days old.
What,
Good
Naba?
for him. Dr. Watanabe spends his time in
Watanabe worry?
In
where?
I think he's trying to do a Mad Magazine "What Me Worry" joke.
Right.
Pigeon. He spends time in his garden growing fresh food, which he believes has contributed to long life. He added, "When I see my patients happy, it makes me feel that what I am doing is worth it. I'd like to contribute to the community for as long as I have the energy to allow it."
Just retire.
Does patients like him?
There he is right there.
Look
How old
at
is he?
him.
99.
Still uses cocaine
great.
on the patients to numb them. Very popular among the patients.
Very popular among Asians.
No, the patients.
Among the patients.
Oh, I thought you said Asian.
No,
now,
no.
most of his patients are Asian. They're in
He was
Japan.
I know he was the very first dentist to recommend that his patients chew gum. Trident. Remember that old ad? Recommended by 4 to 5 dentists for patients who chew gum. Trident.
4 out of 5, huh?
Oh, so it was like maybe 99 of 100.
Oh, no, you're right.
No, it was
I'm
always
sure
4.
it was. I think
What
it was
was
4 out
that
of
fifth?
5.
Who was that fifth holdout?
Yeah, right. This guy.
Not this guy.
No.
Yeah, he was putting fillings in when they were made of solid mercury. This guy's going way back. Rock and Hammer. So that's a real world record, unlike the dumb one about the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to know.
I think you should read the final entry into today's sports that you decided was the teen from Chicago at Arizona State.
That's just depressing.
That's just a worthless...
It's depressing.
Yeah, it's one of these punks that's so smart.
Yeah, they got a doctorate at 17. That's
A
depressing.
Chicago teen entered college at the
Yeah.
age of 10. Now has a doctorate from Arizona State University at the age of 17.
Yeah,
Good for her.
And homeschooled.
There's
What's wrong
no
with this?
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
There's no world record. There's no shit.
Yeah, why did
doesn't,
you give
doesn't
it
say
to-
if it's she plays sports or not. Why didn't you give it to what's her face?
Yeah, I did that story in the 24/7.
Nothing sad about it at all. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's
Wonderful.
She successfully did her dissertation and behavioral health sciences or some
Good for her.
career. I don't know.
Okay, that sounds like some kind of BS social work thing.
You know what?
Teen with a doctorate. She's
In
a
this
doctor.
case, I couldn't agree more, Tom.
Can she do a keg stand? No.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
she
Well,
had a
she's not
terrific
old enough
childhood.
yet.
It's like a real life young Sheldon.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, so
You
it's got
love
to be
young
hilarious.
Sheldon.
Wow.
Usually those
Very charming show.
those people do like physics or some science or math.
Is charming.
Not the social sciences, but she's a real doctor now.
Yeah, PhD, 17.
I heard she can
That
go to.
has to be a world record.
She can, if you go to a certain tent, she can cure blindness. It's amazing.
You think she's a fraud?
You're making fun of her.
Well,
Genius.
she's got $80,000 in college debt at 17. It's great.
Meanwhile, the 100-year-old dentist is a hero in his
Yes.
mind.
Yeah.
You better be good being a dentist if you're 100. Being good at something when you're 17 is impressive.
Yes. At 100, he's had 80
100
years of experience.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Plus, you guys, we really want that guy handling a drill?
No.
Hey, Shaky, put that down. Whoops.
He uses like a rock and a chisel. Hey, don't you have any pliers, for God's sake?
We just got an update via text from Mark. He's out getting our getting some sort of refreshments at
He's
local
on a coffee run.
Starbucks, and he said they are playing Ventura Highway at Starbucks, right?
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I love
maybe
that
we,
song.
maybe we could hear that.
We'll do a
when we come
tribute
back.
from Pat Godwin.
That's right. I could listen to him on my brand new everyday earbuds from Raycon. That they've been kicked up a notch. Of course, you're going to have incredible audio quality, but how about this? They've launched their upgraded model of the best-selling everyday earbuds. You also get active noise cancellation, ergonomic design to fit the widest range of ears, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once. Plus, weatherproof and sweat-resistant. And now Raycon's available in even more colors. Blush violet, forest green, royal blue, and a 30-day happiness guarantee comes with your pair of Raycons. So what are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson. Yay! Coming up, comedian Ms. Pat. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here, Pat, Josh, Ace, I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hey, hi. We just had a great tribute song to Josh on his birthday.
Thanks very much.
Happy birthday, Josh. And now we're joined by the man in orange.
Whoa,
it's comedian Al Jackson.
What the hell are you
Oh,
wearing?
Al, you look like you're going to host Soul Train.
You know...
You know what? Look, Chick, I understand. It's a lot to unpack.
It is.
But you know what? I found this is called a day suit, like a day casual suit on Temu, and it fits like a dream, and I'm going to buy them in every color.
Is that right?
Because I'm getting rid of my clothes, I've noticed, and I'm just buying several outfits in every different color. And this is going to be one of them. Not this exact color, but it's a burnt orange. Almost getting ready for football season. Go Brownies! And there's a black one. I don't think I can get an all white suit unless you're getting out of a white Testarossa. But other than that, I think I'm going to get them in every color, and I'm just going to be casual suit guy.
Okay,
love it.
You're looking good. Looking good. And you're wearing a regular watch. Not
wearing just Just a regular watch.
Not
I
an
usually
Apple,
throw
not
the,
an Apple Watch. I gave up on the Apple Watch too. I don't know if you were in
What
that.
happened?
I got sick of being bossed around by my wrist.
Tom, I feel the exact same way.
Yeah,
I am becoming an older white dude. I feel the same way.
I don't want to have to know how many steps I've taken. I'm done with it.
Hey, it's time to stand up. Well, I'll stand up when I want to stand up.
Who's the boss of me? Not my left wrist.
Right.
I got a real watch on.
Huh.
The stand-up is the worst one, Christy.
Pardon?
The stand-up's the worst one.
Yeah,
because it's like when you're like, I'm just going to relax on this Sunday, and it's like, hey, buddy, yes, what's going on? You can't stand? And I was like, maybe I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't like having these conversations with electronics. I'm with it.
I don't want to read my email constantly and know when my phone is ringing. No, I'm getting a little more earthy, if you will. Our guest is Al Jackson, comedian. Al is one of the hosts of Daily Blast Live, DBL. And
yes, sir.
You're joining us from Denver, Colorado today. And you are indeed wearing a almost Cleveland Browns orange, a little bit more peachy color. But
I think that might be the lighting. But yeah, I'll turn the lights all the way on. And you tell me what color you think. It's definitely orange.
Yeah, it is orange.
Yeah, now it's
you do look like the brand new general manager of the Cleveland Browns. Yeah.
Or the CEO of Reese's.
Well, that's one good-looking peanut butter.
Well, thank you, Chris. I will say this, and it's funny because Josh is saying that reminded me of something else he said to me years ago, and I had a sweatshirt on that said "Love is a mixtape," and you guys were all like, "Oh, that's cool," and Josh just goes, "I hate it." And I was like, why? And he said, because it seems like something that would be in the gift shop of a Lin-Manuel Miranda concert. And it was so funny. I never wore that sweatshirt. And that's a real friend when they make fun of something and then you can't wear it again.
Oh, no.
And that's a real friend. I've laughed about that for 5 years. It was one of the funniest things. I hate it.
Now,
so great.
Al, I know you're a Cleveland Browns fan. I guess, were you a Cavs fan? Because the Cavs season's over.
Yeah, the season's over. We played well. I turned on that game yesterday, and it just looked like 5 guys from an LA Fitness playing. I was like, who is our team? They were just random men on the court, backups, and it was just such a bad way to end the season.
Everybody was hurt, so you had to just throw anybody in there.
Yeah, if you brought shoes, you could have probably got in the game.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, now, Al, your function, among many other things on this show, is to try to teach me some words.
Yes.
Often words from hip-hop culture, which I know nothing about. And we're going to switch it around today, if you don't mind. We have something called Tom Speak. I'm going to let Chick McGee explain to you what Tom Speak is.
Sometimes you just can't think of the word that you're trying to think of. It's just that simple. Like what do they call the little wind chimes out on your porch? Well, sometimes people can't think of the words wind chimes, so they say air piano instead.
You know how you just
okay.
You just when you can't think of the words, you're live on TV, you're talking, and there's some word you're grasping, but you just do a quick description instead of doing the word.
It happens.
We had a nice letter this morning, for example, from a guy named Mark. He said his wife couldn't think of the word temperature, so she said, "How much is the degrees outside?" Perfectly reasonable. My particular favorite this morning was this one. My grandpa had recently died. I was trying to ask my mom if she was going to do the eulogy. I couldn't remember the word for eulogy, so I called it the funeral commencement. You see how this works. So I'm going to give you some of these. I want to see if you can figure out what they were trying to say.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
My life menu.
Your life menu. I'm going to say the Bible?
No, a calendar.
A calendar. Just simply a calendar.
My life menu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an easy one. Couldn't think of the word, so she said, pass me the pig meat.
Oh, that's the bacon.
Or in this case, ham. Mm-hmm. So certainly valuable. How about this one? Again, the context is eating. Can you give me the Big Dipper spoon?
The Big Dipper spoon. I'm going to say the Big Dipper spoon. The Big Dipper. Oh, the thing you stir with?
Yeah, no, the ladle.
The ladle. The ladle.
It's
I
the Big
couldn't think
Dipper
of the
spoon.
word. Yeah. The thing you I should have carved that into a cave wall. That's how much of a caveman. Like the big stir thing.
Here's an easy one, but a good one. I was outside and I put on my cooking cape.
Oh, that's the apron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This is from a kid. He said apparently he lived near a cemetery, which he told his parents he referred to it as the Death Aquarium. Which
Death Aquarium.
That's just kind of creepy. Okay, what's this one? Here's an easy one. A hair rake.
Oh, a comb.
A comb. Yeah. A comb. Now your hair is pretty much high and tight these days.
Yeah, I keep it kind of. This is about because I can't grow it out, and if I do, I don't know where the grays are going to go, and I'll just look like a crazy professor.
Do you still have?
I don't know.
In one of your drawers, you have an Afro pick, as they call them.
No, but my co-host Erica does. She had a legit Afro pick. Because she's got the tight curls, so sometimes you pick them out so they get all springy.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have the traditional John Carlos fist?
Oh, absolutely. It has the fist, and just like the one my dad had, and it's so weird because my dad had the one with the peace sign inside of it, like right before the tongue part starts, where the actual comb is.
Yep.
And that reminds me of my father and two bands. Hall & Oates and Toto, driving in the 80s, listening to my dad would listen to those on repeat, and the Eagles. And yesterday we interviewed John Oates.
Oh.
And it was really cool. And we talked to him. It hasn't aired yet. It was after the show. It'll air later. And he said something, and he and I really bonded because he said, when you travel a lot on tour, you start messing with your face and messing with your facial hair. And he said that's why he cut off his iconic mustache, as he was messing around with it, and he just accidentally cut too much and cut it off. And I was like, no one that tours has ever talked about that. There's something about being in a hotel room for hours and hours, weeks and weeks, that like you start messing with your facial hair. Is that, Josh, has that happened to you guys?
Yes.
You start like picking at yourself and then you have to cut it off because you cut too low or cut half your beard off?
Absolutely.
It was so weird, but like we really bonded on that. Because you're like, let me just get the little. Oh, it took too much there. Let me cut that. That's a little weird.
I stopped taking
mustache.
my clippers with me because of that.
Is that Josh when you started doing the grooming of the naughty parts?
Is that when I started?
Yeah.
No. I actually started at home before I was on the road. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Josh has been fully waxed down there, by the way, Al, in case you were wondering. Yeah.
That's look, I just got onto the manscaping maybe like 8 years ago, and I don't know, like the one time that I went completely, because again I was trying to kind of knock it down a little bit, knock down the hedges, and I knocked down too much, and then it just like takes a plug out, and then it looks like you just had an experiment run on you. So now you have to cut it all off. And it's weird because I was doing, back before Pat McAfee blew up, I was doing his show with him and Ryan Leaf, and Ryan Leaf was saying he had completely shaved down there on the road and came back, and his girl was like, well, what's up, dude? And I was like, wow, she's like really aggressive about looking for cheating. And I did that, and my girl was like, what's that about?
Whoa.
Christy Lee, is that? Yeah, Josh. Well, you seem like you have a pattern, but if you just come home and all of a sudden it's there's nothing there, she's like, oh, that was a weird weekend, huh?
Who'd you do that for?
Here's the thing, though. Christy's also been on the air and said that the only reason men buy women flowers is because the men are cheating.
No, I did not say
That's
the only
exactly
reason.
What you said. That's
I said if a guy buys you flowers for no reason, all of a sudden out of the blue.
So you can't win.
You can't win.
He might be cheating.
Or he's trying to do something
what if
sweet
he just loves you?
Well,
you're
that'd
a
be
lovable
great.
person.
That would be great. I'm not saying it happens to everyone, but there is that I call them guilt flowers.
Oh,
Mhm.
Okay.
How lovely.
I could see bringing Christy Lee some flowers. Like, hey, it's Thursday, baby. I'm taking Friday off. Here's some flowers. I'm thinking about you. And she just goes, "That's great. That's just great."
I would never do that. I would be very happy about
Well,
it.
she's found a good one this time.
One this time. Yeah.
Al, we voted.
So
this is the first time we all voted thumbs up. there have been problems with the previous ones.
Well, Tom, let's be honest. Christy Lee is dope. You all are.
You're very
but
kind.
Christy Lee, and I'm serious when I say this. My mom is dope. My mom didn't find a great guy till she was 70. And it's because I just think it's hard to find a really good person. Everybody, I think the movies make you think oh, there's a model in a coffee shop who's quirky. Those people don't exist.
That's exactly
They don't.
right.
People are selfish. People are vindictive for no reason and worried about you. You're like, yeah, we were planning a surprise party. Why are you with her all the time? Well, we're planning her surprise party for her friend. It's like, well, I need to be there. It's like, are you a maniac? There are just so many people that have so many issues, some not their fault, from things we pick up in childhood or young adulthood or adulthood in itself. And people cannot let it go. And that's where mushrooms come in. Can I say that?
Now, Al, I want to get back to our Tomisms. I think you're going to get this next one because I know you're a big baseball fan. You go to all the Rockies games. What's a baseball carny?
I do. They've been balling.
Yeah, a baseball carny.
A baseball carny. Okay, what's a carny?
Think you're at the stadium.
A baseball carny is a mascot.
No, a baseball carny is the beer vendor. Any of the vendors are baseball carnies.
Get me a baseball carny. I need a beer. Yeah.
Yeah. What's a towel coat?
Oh, I like that.
A towel coat. I don't. Oh, I know this one. I remember now.
A towel coat is turtleneck.
No, it's a bathrobe.
A bathrobe.
Now, I'm counting on you.
How did I miss that?
You're going to get this one. As they like to say, you got this.
As they like to say,
you got this.
Got this.
It's embarrassing.
By the way, it sounds like you're spelling that out of the DMV for a personalized license plate.
Yeah, he did say it like
Not this, dis, D-I-S. Some black woman between a sheet of glass. Sir, can you move?
Just fuming.
The answer is, Al Jackson, pancake gravy.
Oh, that is syrup.
Yes,
Come on.
yes. Very,
For
very
sure.
good.
That could also be the batter, if you think about it.
It could be.
And this one I really love. I think you might get this one. I think. Cabbage confetti.
This is a fun one.
It's a food. Cabbage confetti.
Oh, cabbage confetti. That is easy. That is kale.
Oh, you're close. It's coleslaw. It's ground up.
Oh, okay. Am I weird because I don't like coleslaw?
No.
Does anybody else not like coleslaw?
I don't like coleslaw.
It's got to be. If it's too wet, it's awful.
You're not weird, but this is surprising.
And now for a list of
really surprising
stereotypical foods eaten by. No, wait a minute.
Oh God.
Wait, it's coleslaw is strictly. I always thought coleslaw was a Southern thing. It's a black. You associate it with black folk, of course. No, I mean, if you look, there are foods that are associated with my people. Come on now.
Right,
no,
of course.
Not that.
Yeah.
It's just like I think that there's Southern food. There's black Southern food. See, I associate I don't think a lot of black folks make casserole, but I think everyone in the Midwest, including black people, make casserole.
Oh,
so
yeah.
my grandmother
yeah.
made it, but I don't think a black woman in Augusta, Georgia is making casserole, but I think a white woman in Augusta, Georgia would.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I think Midwestern, it's more.
No.
It's more homogenized.
By the way, I think Ace is going to weigh in. Your thoughts?
Well,
please.
You're not going to find cabbage on the menu at a soul food restaurant, I don't think.
I don't know.
Well, greens and
Oh, greens,
yeah.
I've been doing cabbage on my tacos now.
Well, I can see that.
Ground up cabbage instead of lettuce. Got kind of a
Guys,
crunch.
it sounds like we're talking about drugs in code.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay.
Cabbage just doesn't have a ton of uses, except for kimchi. If you ever go out and get some pickled cabbage, put it over the top of especially any kind of meat.
That's good with
pickled anything is great.
That's great with pork belly.
Yes,
and I like to call it, because that's kind of got a Korean thing, right, Josh?
Very much so.
I like to call it kumchi and then pretend that's the name of Josh's girlfriend in South Korea.
I thought it was come when. It's come chi?
Okay, sorry. Okay, Al Jackson, in 30 seconds, I want you to give me a word. I want to see if I can get it in 30 seconds. Go. What have you got for me?
Okay, Tom, you got this. We're just going to do one, so let's make it good. Tom, what is stick work?
Stick work. Golf? No. Is it a romance related?
Yes.
So would it be? Tell you what, it's Friday night. I think I'm gonna be doing some stick work tonight with my baby.
Tom, even though that was extremely creepy, that was correct.
Yeah. Okay,
that's just the stick works right.
Okay, Al, when are we going to see you? You're going to stay at my place, not at a hotel. So I don't want you to go in there and start shaving your balls.
No, he wants you to shave your balls at his place.
You are welcome to shave your balls at his place.
This is Al does this show because he could never say any of this stuff on DBL.
Well, I could. It would just be my last day.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I love y'all.
Okay, Al Jackson, thank you, sir.
I'll be in town in a couple months. I love you guys.
See ya.
We'll get the room ready. Okay, now.
Let me tell you about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. And if you're like me, you're out there on vacation, you're enjoying the day, and then all of a sudden you think, did I leave the door unlocked? Is the garage door up? Are the windows open? My God, what do we do? Calm down. If you have Simply Safe, you'll know. Just pick up your phone and dial up the Simply Safe app, and boom, there's your house, your backyard. You're inside. Indicators whether your doors are locked or not.
Maybe your basement's filling with water. They've got an alarm for your sump pump.
Sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, temperature changes, high-definition cameras inside and out. Simply Safe has it all. And just named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News & World Report. And backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. No contract, and it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply Safe will give you peace of mind. Honest to gosh, peace of mind. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system right now when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have news from the world of science. Mm-hmm. We also have an interesting survey about E.T., the extraterrestrial, and are tacos and burritos sandwiches? Well, it's gone to court. We're going to find out what the judge had to say. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Cash.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello.
B&T, baby.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Josh.
Josh's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Coming up, Ms. Pat will be our guest. But right now, it's time for kind of a palate cleanser. Kind of some little something you'll want to have at the water cooler. That's right.
Is that right?
You can arm yourself with a little something from Ace.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I went into my boss. I said, 3 companies are after me. I need a raise. He said, which companies? I said, gas, electric, power.
I like that joke a lot. Good. That's a good joke.
See, it turns on you there, you see. Very good. Thank you very much, Ace.
He owes some money, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly.
Ace's Joke of the Day is sponsored by Sleep Number. Save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed for a limited time only at Sleep Number stores near you or at sleepnumber.com.
Tom, I went down the Rodney Dangerfield rabbit hole 2 days ago, and he goes, boy, I'm broke. I'm just so broke. He goes, my great aunt died. In her will, it says I owe her $20.
That's broke.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right now, we are going to switch gears and go that way to the Christy Lee News Desk, known as the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Yes, where a judge in Indiana has ruled, are tacos and burritos a sandwich? Yes or no?
I'm going to say he ruled yes.
That's exactly right. A Mexican-style sandwich. It's
ridiculous.
According to Wish TV, the issue began when a restaurant called the Famous Taco Mexican Grill in Fort Wayne sought to expand into a strip mall. The developer, Martin Quintana's plans to allow the eatery to open were denied by the local planning commission due to a written commitment that only allowed a sandwich bar-style restaurant in the mall.
Okay, now I'm on this guy's side.
The matter was taken to court where a judge found that the proposed Famous Taco would be permissible. Allen Superior Judge Craig J. Bobe wrote, "The court agrees that tacos and burritos are Mexican-style sandwiches, and the original written commitment does not restrict potential restaurants to only American cuisine-style sandwiches."
Oh, yeah. No, that is as idiotic.
The fact that it's gone to court, I think, is pretty funny. Can you, Your Honor, is an egg roll from Chung Wa's, is that a Chinese sandwich, sir?
Yeah, no kidding.
Chung Wa's. You know why I said Chung Wa's?
Because that's where he went.
That was he went with. So he assumed everybody's been there.
Yeah.
I think it's quite clear that Chung Wa would be a
restaurant
Chinese
in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Famous restaurant, most famous restaurant.
No, we'd rather...
The most famous restaurant! Chung Wa's.
Oh, Chung Wa's was famous.
We'd rather keep this place empty than allow a Mexican restaurant to be in here. It's so stupid.
So stupid.
City planners,
Although,
you say?
Josh, if you do go to Taco Bell today and order, I'd like 3 taco sandwiches, you will have a young man or woman howling with laughter.
Yeah, they may what?
I think you'll get what you want, though, probably.
You would.
But how many times have you gone home and you want a sandwich and you don't have bread, but you have tortillas? You can still use a tortilla as bread.
This has never happened to me. I don't know what. I've got plenty of bread.
It has happened to me.
How many times have you gone home and you wanted to make a sandwich, but you didn't have, so you had to make tacos? If I don't have stuff to make a sandwich, I definitely don't have stuff to make tacos.
So would you consider...
I use the tortilla as tacos. I use the tortilla as a bread for my sandwich.
Now,
yes.
Would you consider then, wait, let me think this through. Would you consider a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't.
And Chick, were you the one saying that you love it when an old guy orders, I'd like a hamburger sandwich,
A hamburger
please?
sandwich.
A hamburger is a sandwich. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Yeah. The fact that this has gone to court seems to me to be...
They had to.
Don't we have a lot better things to worry about in our culture
Of
than...
course. Well, these were these punk...
I don't know if a hot dog is a sandwich.
What do you mean?
Not.
I think a hot dog.
Yes, it is.
I think a hot dog is a hot dog.
It's a hot dog, yeah.
It's
I mean,
a sandwich.
And a
It's
sandwich
in
is a sandwich, and never the two shall meet.
But I mean...
You've never put hot dog
Isn't
on
the notion of a
bread?
sandwich that it's something you can pick up and hold in your hand
Yes.
that has some kind of barrier between you and the meat, if you will?
Yes, I think a hot dog has its own special...
A sandwich has 2 clear, separate pieces of bread.
Yes.
Hot dog
Separate,
buns.
wait a minute. Are you
Unconnected.
saying separate but equal?
I'm not.
Is this brown gravy versus Board of Education?
You can cut a hot
Well,
dog
that's if we're
bun.
talking about a hot brown.
You can cut a hot dog bun so it's not connected.
Who does that?
But you
Nobody does
can't.
that. Just so it's a sandwich. No one would
In
do
fact,
that.
I
I can't have a hot dog. I
Mustard
want a
dripping
sandwich.
The
down.
I'll have a
the hot dog
and a
bun
hot
has
dog
to have the bread hinge.
I get mad when that hinge breaks.
Oh, I hate
terrible.
that.
Is a
Yeah.
stromboli
Ruins
a
it.
sandwich?
No.
No.
Yes,
That's
it
a
is.
pouch.
No, because it's all together.
It's
all.
a sandwich.
How about a gyro, high
A
row, gyro,
stromboli
gyro?
is closer to deep dish pizza than a sandwich.
Is a gyro
Yeah,
a
it is.
sandwich?
No, a gyro's
Gyro.
closer to a taco. It's a Greek taco.
Yeah,
It's a Greek
taco.
sandwich.
Well, the way you say that, it sounds like you're insulting the Greeks.
No. If I were going to insult the Greeks, I would say,
It's a gyro. So, but why is this going to court? I mean,
because
seriously.
this stupid, the city planners, you said?
Or
Yeah,
somebody was
somebody.
opposed to it.
Yeah.
The developer of the strip mall, apparently.
Yeah, just a jerk.
Yeah, some jerk started running his trap.
He probably owns a Blimpie, and he's mad that the Mexican
Oh, it
restaurant...
was a local planning commission.
Now,
that
if-
denied
Can
it.
you imagine being part of a local planning
No.
commission?
Now, I have a question.
Off yourselves if you're
Would
part
it go to a... if this were to go to the next... If it were to be appealed?
Yeah.
Would it go to the Taco Supreme Court?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right, good. Well,
I
I'm glad...
like Taco Supreme. I don't just
They're
ever get a
delicious.
taco. Why would you have a taco without sour cream? Why would you do that? what do you do? I know you don't have sour cream. I know. It's
I
too
have
much
sour
flavor.
cream. I like
don't
sour
believe it.
cream.
I
I
don't believe
do.
it.
Not
again,
on my
I'm
tacos, but
I'm
I
glad
like
we have-
sour cream.
Fine to be part of the conversation. You're just
I'm
fine.
glad we
on my
have
baked potato.
criminals running loose in the streets, but we've solved this taco problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
Blimpie, any good, Josh? The Blimpie?
Sure. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
He's okay. Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff.
All those are okay.
Yeah. There's good stuff.
They're all pretty good.
A lot of good stuff out there.
Okay. Now,
you know what I don't care for though?
What don't you care for?
I like their food, but I don't care their ordering system. That where number 5 Slim Jim or whatever they call that.
Well, now you're talking Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. But I don't like the way you order stuff at Jimmy John's.
Too simple.
Too simple. I don't like it.
what? Too elegant?
Yeah. Too.
Just get up there and just act like that one.
Too efficient.
Don't care for, and they're too fast. You can't make a sandwich. You can't make a sandwich like that.
It is freaky.
It's freaky fast.
Got a good pickle there.
We're not
Step up, Jimmy John's. Where's your money, Jimmy John's?
Godwin and I destroyed some Jimmy John's on a road trip once. Just
delicious.
Just out of
car.
all.
It's ruined your car.
In any event,
you can't have Jimmy John's in the car. There was lettuce everywhere.
According to the law,
idiots.
Tacos and burritos are sandwiches.
All right. Well, good.
There we go.
In this case, good.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you very much.
Would you prefer a burrito or a taco?
Depends.
All right.
On the mood?
So we're not going to play.
No.
I like the soft. I like either one with the soft tortilla. I don't care for the crunchy.
You don't like a crunchy tortilla?
No, sir.
It hurts my mouth. Oh.
That's right. I have a very
palate.
acute soft mouth feel. I've got to be careful.
The taco reminds me of a woman I once dated.
I have a mouth.
Well, if it is, boy.
I used to call her the vertical taco. I would dare anyone to try to eat it. We're going to take a short break. Ms. Pat coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's over there in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
The birthday boy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Hello, Tom.
And now we switch to the telephone line. I think we're going to find Ms. Pat on the other end of it. Ms. Pat, are you there?
I am. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Pat, how are you?
Fine, you miss me?
I do miss you, Pat, and I can always see you because you're on TV so much with the Ms. Pat Show, and you're going to be on tour, I understand, and it looks like tomorrow night you're going to be at the Lexington Opera House in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. Am I getting it right?
Yeah, I can't sing like opera, but I'm gonna be at that opera house.
All right.
And then I know that you've got a gig in Cincinnati coming up May 31st at the famous Taft Theater. This is very fancy for you, Pat. And I know you're filming your TV show. You've got a couple of them going on. Now, what's this one where you're the judge?
I am. I'm doing the one where I'm the judge called Miss Pat Settles It. So I'm doing the second season right now. You want to come down here and let me see if I would lock you up?
I was hoping to be in the jury, but that'd be fine.
I lock a white man up.
It'd be a switcheroo, I guess, for me.
It would be a switcheroo.
Now, Ms. Pat, you've got your TV show, and I know it's doing great, and you're doing great. You've got have you moved into your new house yet?
I'm moving in when I get back from New Orleans. From Lexington this weekend. So I'm finally moving in, Tom. After all the mess I've been through with this house, I'm just happy to be moving in.
All right. Well, you've been.
Because me and my husband is sleeping in a full-size bed. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, I bet.
You've been working your whole life to get this dream house. So good for you. How is your husband? Is he retired now?
He is. We got 3 Cane Corso dogs, and then when I just got a new dog, I got what's the name of my dog? I got one of them little bitty dogs, and these people were selling it at Walmart, so I bought it from the parking lot at Walmart the other day.
My God!
Is it a Chihuahua?
No, it's
a Pomeranian.
Pomegranate would be your kitchen counter or something. I don't know.
No, I think it's a fruit.
It's a fruit. I granite. Okay, sorry. A pomegranate. Oh, that's a fruit. Okay.
Yes.
Pomeranian. Okay. So you have 3 dogs now?
I got 4 now, and he's so cute, Tom. He's just so cute. I can just stick him in my bra, and I fly with him. He's so cute.
Ma'am, your bra. I believe your boobs are barking. Wow.
Boy, are my boobs barking as the tired woman sits down.
Yeah. Now, Pat, it's interesting. I have a question for you, Pat, and I don't know the answer to this. You wrote a book about your life, Rabbit, many years ago. But all these interesting things have happened to you since that book came out. You've got your own TV show, et cetera, et cetera. Are you writing a new book?
I am writing a new book. Well, I ain't gonna lie. You know I got a GED. Somebody else is writing my new book.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling the story.
Okay. But is it the story of all this great success in recent years?
It is. It's a little mixture of everything. It is. You might be in there this time, Tom.
Oh, Tommy, make the book.
Oh. Tell the story about, was it where we got you the birthday cake? That was a fun
the birthday cake and a few other things. You got when it comes out next year, you got to read it to see if you made the book, Tom.
Okay. Well, that would be very nice.
Can I say happy birthday to Josh?
Sure.
Would you like for me to send you some pictures with me with some invisible clothes on?
That would be the greatest gift I could receive. Yes.
Aww.
Thank you, Miss Pat.
You have a line of invisible clothes? Wow.
Yeah, it's called Naked with the Light On, Tom.
Oh.
Hey, Ms. Pat, let's see. I guess Chick was telling me that the new Sports Illustrated, one of the models is
Gail King.
Yeah. How old is Gail now? Is she close to
69?
69.
Okay, wow.
99?
69. So Gail is wearing a bathing suit in the new Sports Illustrated. Maybe next year you can lobby to be in it.
No, that's a front and the back cover for me right now, Tom. Yeah, come on, catch this. For me to be in a bathing suit on the front of a magazine, I need the front and the back cover. I do not have magazine thighs, okay? I got grandma thighs. These things are touching all day, every day.
Okay, well, your thighs are touching. You can see her touching work at the Lexington Opera House, Lexington, Kentucky, coming up tomorrow night. Then you're going to be in New Orleans, Cincinnati, Columbus, Arizona, Greenville, South Carolina, Salt Lake City, Utah, all coming up for Ms. Pat. And then when do you start filming your TV show again?
Today's the last day on the Miss Pat settles it. The Miss Pat show comes out next week, May 23rd. So make sure everybody go watch it. It is so funny. Tom, you got to watch it this year. It's the first TV show ever where black people had white people being slaves. I'm telling you, it's hilarious.
That's unusual. I guess we were due. I
don't like that silence because that's my favorite episode. It is hilarious.
And your show features somewhat blue language, I guess it would be fair to say.
No, we be cursing.
Okay, just cursing. Okay. Well, Pat, it's always a pleasure. Good luck with the show. Good luck with the tour. Get your gorgeous thighs apart. And wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Get your thighs in here in a chair, okay?
Yeah, we'd love to see you, Pat.
I'll be there. I'll be back that way soon. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you,
All
Pat.
right.
Thank you, Miss Pat.
Ms. Pat with the TV show.
Her new little dog is really cute. I saw it on Instagram the other day. Cute.
Or as her cane corsos call it, a chew toy.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, 'cause she's got the serious...
those are serious dogs.
The serious dogs.
Yeah, they have their own home.
Yeah, they do. She built them.
Guarded Rome or something when their background, those dogs are crazy guard dogs.
Yeah.
They're handsome.
Okay.
No, they're good-looking dogs.
It's time for us to
dog.
head back over that way.
A new survey reveals people's attitudes toward the famous character E.T. from Steven Spielberg's 1982 movie.
Do we hate him now?
Poll of 1,000 Americans found Chick 1 in 8 are terrified of the fictional alien.
I think I could kick his ass.
Really?
And no telekinesis, though. You have to tell him that right at the
Right,
start.
right.
Because he can move things.
That's below
right?
the belt.
Yeah.
Men were nearly twice as likely to find E.T. scary compared to women.
Really?
That's interesting.
I got fingered by E.T.
That was
well, that's how they do the probing.
Yeah.
That long finger.
It's got the
got
light
a
on
light
it.
and everything, so they can take pictures.
Ouch.
Why didn't it make a noise?
E.T. bone butt.
Bone butt. E.T.
Bone butt. You know, I wondered where we'd end up when yeah, here we are.
That's why more men are afraid of him.
Well,
E.T. is kind of an ugly critter.
Oh, he's hideous.
More than a third of respondents believe aliens are living among us in disguise.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah,
absolutely.
Really? They get to vote?
Well, why not? Everybody seems to.
Okay. How many Americans think this survey is not particularly timely?
They had a survey
It's
also
not.
that more people would be scared if aliens arrived here and looked just like us instead of being some
Yeah,
sort
'cause
of
you
alien-looking creature.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You wouldn't know who's an alien and who wasn't.
Well, I think that would be that would be their number one. You know, you could hide right in plain sight. That'd be a
Yes.
great idea.
Well, you know they live.
Where'd they live, Ace?
Among us, running the
movie,
media,
they
running.
live.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Boy, there's nobody that delivers an on-air comment like Ace Cosby.
I didn't understand
Said
it either.
before,
It's a
I'll
movie
say it
That's a
They
movie
Live.
called
Yeah.
They Live.
Now
Starring-
I
Yeah, I can't say what it is, but there is a current television program that this is the twist. It's
Well, he just gave it away, didn't he?
no, I didn't say what show it was.
Is
Yeah,
it Sugar?
well, we all
Sugar
know.
has aliens in it?
Ooh, he got
Didn't say
quiet.
that.
He got very quiet.
Sugar has an alien in it? Well, that don't make no sense at all.
That's why he's mad.
You guessed it.
Well, it's the only thing you're watching with.
Yeah.
Not
Is
hard
Colin
to-
Farrell an alien? I
Really
know
was
he's
not hard to put the pieces together.
Penguin?
Was it?
Yeah, the way you talk.
Really dumb. Really dumb.
A man from Ohio celebrating his 21st birthday in Las Vegas
Attaboy.
won a six-figure jackpot. Mr. Damon Howell of Union City was playing the ultimate Texas Hold'em when he hit a $362,640 jackpot.
Nice.
Is it the Link? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this hotel. But a Caesars spokesperson said Mr. Howell's initial thought was that the win was not real. When asked what he would like to do with his winnings, the 21-year-old said he was too young to figure it out.
Good answer.
I'm too young.
Well, then you don't get it.
Yeah.
Now, after recovering from his initial shock, Mr. Howell said he would like to buy a house.
Ah,
Whatever
Nice.
that is. I don't know what a house is. Good
Well, now,
God.
Is he still in Vegas, or I hope he went home with the check
I
rather
do
than?
too, yeah.
If he's still in Vegas, it's probably down to zero.
That's a
Put it
nice,
all on red.
nice birthday hit, though.
and I am so good at walking it away.
Are you really?
Oh, I'm up 300. Bye.
Really?
Yes, I have that in me.
We've said this. We've got to get to Vegas.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, for
hang
sure,
out.
yeah.
I really
For a
respect
week.
you for that.
Yeah, I'm
because that is
good at,
hard to do.
Wake up in boxers on the hotel room floor. That's our goal. Tom, are you in?
There's no way Tom
No.
would have that
Come
much
on.
fun.
Why not?
I hate gambling. I don't.
Well,
like
we don't
that.
have to gamble. We're just going to lose a lot of money. That's
he
all.
hates
The
fun.
three, yeah. We'll get Godwin. All of us. We'll all go out there,
go.
take a
I'm in.
stroll into the desert with a fistful of ayahuasca.
We'll find out what's what.
Yeah.
Moms are like buses. They take us from one destination to another. I get it.
I
Our
want
new
to.
headshots at dawn, all liquored up.
Yes.
One last party. Wouldn't it be fun?
Like Jim Morrison, one of your heroes.
yeah.
No, he died fat, dumb, and dead.
Don't you just want to?
He's still alive.
Don't you just want to get drunk one day and have fun?
He's living in
I
Manzarek's
don't want to.
basement.
I can piss away money better than I don't.
We're not even talking about the
I'm a
gambling.
terrible card player.
Are you really?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to play cards. Slots, baby.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Full high limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can lose all your money
50
in
bucks a
5
pull.
seconds.
Load him up. No, $150 a pull.
$150 a pull.
Yeah.
This one's called the shredder. You just put your money in and it shreds your money for you.
Or Keno. Is there anything
That's
better
fun.
than the next morning breakfast playing Keno?
If I win,
how I'm gonna get home.
I can buy a ticket home. Well, congratulations to this kid. Good luck. Have
Yeah.
fun. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. A little stressed out there right now? We've got some big stresses, some small stresses. Maybe your mental health is a little rocky. Well, how about some therapy? And BetterHelp is all about gaining access to therapy in a much more elegant and simple way. It's all about doing the therapy online. Here's the way it works. You'll fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with one of thousands of therapists are working this program. You'll get matched with one. By the way, if that doesn't work out, you can switch to an additional therapist, no additional charge. The interesting thing about this is the therapy is actually done online. So you can do it in the privacy of wherever you want to be at your convenience. So it's much more flexible and much more convenient. And you'll find that the therapy can be done like a Zoom call with a camera on. It can be done like a phone call, or it can be done texting back and forth. It's up to you. That's the beauty of BetterHelp. Find out more. See what I'm talking about. Get whatever's on your chest off your chest. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Today, that'll knock 10% off your first month if you add the /BT show. BetterHelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a ritual at the Naval Academy that's quite interesting. We have a man striking back at his HOA in a funny way. And a guy who stole 140 shopping carts. I don't know what he's doing with them all, but...
No.
What would you do with 140 shopping carts?
First of all, you got 140 quarters if it's Aldi.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Don't you love it when he puts you in a position where you can't even defend yourself?
No, I
technically Chick McGee is so happy that the NFL's released their schedule. He's having it tattooed on his ass.
It has really been a long offseason.
2 pages.
We're not even close to the beginning of the new season.
And a huge story today that really is
Talk to me.
The word sea change with respect to Netflix is going to be broadcasting a couple of games on Christmas.
Yep.
And this is the beginning of more money for the NFL, of course.
I can't be the only one that's noticed that you don't watch programs when the network schedules them anymore. You watch them when you want to watch them.
Except
live sporting events.
Hence,
the NFL becoming even more valuable, and everybody has to have a piece of the NFL, and that's what's going to happen.
So Christmas, if you're planning on hosting the big party at your house, if you don't have Netflix, no one's going to come.
I've never really watched a football game on Christmas.
That's
I haven't either. On Thanksgiving.
That's because you believe.
I think they have been made available. I remember the Chiefs Dolphins. The longest game ever played, I think, the playoff game was on Christmas Day. So I don't think it happened very often because that's another thing that's upsetting people. The NBA kind of sort of owned Christmas Day. They would have 2 or 3 games, 3 or 4 games every Christmas, and people would sit down and watch the NBA on Christmas. That's not the case anymore. The NFL has come in and go, oh, hey, there are people here. Well, get out of our way. Here we go.
And then we had the argument this morning that when the games are on Netflix, will they have the same commercials? I think they will.
I do not know the answer to that
because I think that
I think if they're smart, they're going to make the Netflix as different as they possibly can. With my dream of picking different audio channels, you could pick audios of people playing on the game on the field. You could pick whatever you want.
That's
a video game
because they can cuss on Netflix. They can give me that flippity flip ball.
Well, you can
piece of flippity flip
on the NFL app. That I have on my phone. If I'm watching the games on the phone, you can switch.
So
you can get the home team or the away team, which is really interesting. I especially love it when the announcers are real homies. That they want it to be not homies like that, but
homers. Not homies like that. He said to Ace.
Looking right at Ace.
No,
you're a dangerous
not
person.
Homies like Ace.
Ace gave me.
Hey, Ace, you know what I mean by homie.
Ace gave me the look. You're not my homie. I saw that look, Ace.
I don't care if you were black. I don't think you'd be Ace's homie.
I don't think
so.
Okay?
No,
I said Homer.
Okay, sorry. You know what I'm saying?
That announcer, he's such a homie.
Well, I'm sure there are homie homers, technically, right?
It didn't used to be that way. People would be upset if you openly cheered or showed any sort of deference.
That's fine. That's a certain type of professionalism that, of course, this show lacks.
We don't have that. We never had that.
The news stories are all about us, not about it.
Exactly.
Speak for yourselves.
I'm sure you could do a really objective broadcast, Christy. Thank you very much.
But I haven't watched Amazon's presentation of the NFL on any game, so I don't know what they do with the commercials.
That's a Thursday night thing?
Yeah. I know this is by far the best Thursday night schedule they've had as far as games go.
Because it has been rough the past
It has
couple
been
years.
bumpy, yeah. The players did not care for playing on Thursday night, but they got a cut of the action. So
and I've been saying for years,
changed them
when it was just Monday Night Football, I always thought they should schedule 2 games every Monday night, and then only broadcast the good one nationally.
What do they do with the non-good one?
They broadcast it locally, like it would normally be a broadcast.
I see.
But if you want to watch, especially toward the end of the season, it's an elegant solution. Thank you, NFL. You're welcome. My question now is,
they do change it up, though, don't they?
Well,
First couple weekends, the weeks of the season, they play 2 games on Monday night sometimes. Yeah.
I got a letter here. Because we had the important story, Josh. It's a food story, Josh.
Oh, the NHL Stanley Cup is underway right now, and I'd like to see you out on the road dead.
I wonder what kind of commercials they'll have.
Jesus. Don't wonder about that in the middle of the street, will you?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't you find this interesting?
The world is changing.
Josh, we're getting back to something you're interested in. It was the court case involving
my password for Netflix.
The court case involving sandwiches. Christy, you want to read the headline?
Sit down and watch Walter, and he's not even on anymore.
A judge in Indiana has ruled tacos and burritos are sandwiches,
Back to
Mexican-style sandwiches.
Okay.
Got this letter, dear Tom. Did your mother cut the crust off your taco sandwiches?
She did. She did cut the crust off, didn't she? Yes, she did, you pampered prick. Yes, she did. Oh, my God.
No. I think Paula had that job.
Oh, my God. Man, you know, Tommy, he will eat his sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Paula cooks.
Now, I would... to this day, I will sometimes. I'll
weird noise.
Aren't you with me on this? Where you eat?
Tommy won't eat his sandwiches, and then he's getting hairs on his swastika.
Swastika.
I can't give him a shower anymore. He's getting too big. Oh, Tommy.
This
downstairs maid and I were
This
talking.
brings back memories. More sauerkraut, Paula.
Yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at your Peter. Such an appetite.
You done now?
Peter. Okay, go ahead.
Josh.
Yes.
Weren't you the one saying that when you're done, then you eat all the crust last?
If I have soup, I'll eat the crust. I'll dunk that crust in soup.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you cut the crust off sandwiches, Christy?
No.
Like a peanut butter and jelly, you cut the crust off.
I like a crust. I don't
Yeah,
mind
I
crust.
do too.
Did you cut it into diamond or in squares?
I cut it into the triangle, yes.
Perfectly.
Diamond? You don't cut yours into a diamond.
If you're classy, you do.
You know what's good as a parent is the Uncrustable for your
Yeah,
son.
Uncrustable. I make
Wow, that is so
Uncrustables. I have an
So
Uncrustable cutter, yes.
Now,
Throw
Christy,
those in the microwave? My
Christy, is it true that at your house, when one enters the smallest room in the house, to be delicate,
Yeah.
you
toilet?
you always
In the crapper?
Yeah, the old dumper.
we prefer the word that rhymes with hit or.
The old flush twice. It's a long way to the kitchen. That one.
Do you when you're done?
The old log flume.
Do you fold the paper like you're at a hotel?
No,
so it's
I
got
don't
that.
do that.
You know, the lady cleans my house does that, and I kind of like it.
My lady makes a rose. She
like
does
it.
like a little rose.
With the
Oh,
toilet
boy. You always got to one up
So
people.
cute.
Don't you?
Yes, I do.
A rose. She works 9 hours.
Andy's going to start cursing.
Wait.
Good
So
God.
you're telling me that you wipe with a rose? Oh dear God! Watch out for the thorns.
She does this little thing with the toilet paper. It looks like a flower, like a rose.
And
it's
it's
amazing.
hanging on the end of the.
No, what's
just
on the
shoves it
top.
up herself in her
I'll
hands.
take a picture next time.
I wish you would. That'd be great.
You have to
So
take
Chick
it.
McGee, Chick McGee, you have a lady that she folds the corners of your toilet paper.
Yeah, it's a little.
I was joking.
Yeah, no.
That's a nice thing.
That is a nice touch.
I'm surprised. Is there a company that makes paper that does that automatically?
I don't think so. No, I don't want any. I don't want any sentient toilet paper that can control what.
I don't know. I mean,
toilet paper's not wiping,
when you
it's
would tear it,
eating.
it would tear in a triangular.
No,
Like taking a number?
yeah, that's.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big fan of the new Charmin, the way it tears and it's like a little ruffle. Have you seen that?
I think I do know what you're
I
talking
have no
about.
idea.
Very nice.
Sometimes it's hard to get the roll started on your lesser toilet papers because it's too sticky.
Yeah.
Charmin almost welcomes the
Yes.
feces. It's amazing.
I came here for you.
That's right.
I
Go
gobble it
ahead,
up.
load me up.
Yes.
Darn right.
Oh, gosh. All right.
So who does this for you, Chick? This is amazing to me.
My lady who comes.
How
in
many
with
bathrooms?
us.
How many bathrooms do you have in your house?
1, 2, 2.5.
You'll find that a lot of housekeepers, when they barely clean, they'll go ahead and do something like fold the toilet paper to make it seem
Yeah,
like
I don't really make a mess. I mean,
You don't mind the spots on
I
them.
lead a barren, lonely existence, Tom. You know that. I barely crawl from room to room.
So
unless I'm in here.
does she do all three of them?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Why
That's
would she
nice.
leave one off?
I'm just asking. Christy, you know what graphene is?
Graphene? No.
That's your the housekeeper after Paula? Graphene?
No.
Oh.
Graphene is the thinnest material on Earth. It's 1,000,000 times thinner than a human hair.
Oh, like graphite?
Graphene. The only thing thinner is the toilet paper at the airport,
No.
which I had to experience recently. And
Have you been in our bathroom lately? Yeah, it's pretty thin.
really,
Oh, yeah.
I sent people out to get the good stuff.
Well, they're pocketing most of that.
Yeah, they must be taking it
Yeah,
home because I
Well,
know
must-
in that far bathroom
I think
it's
that's
not
from the
good.
other.
Yeah.
They must have taken that from the other building. We have the good stuff.
No, we're using wonton paper.
Yeah,
This one's-
it's
this is-
not good.
This is so thin you don't know when you're getting to the end of the roll because it looks like, well, this should be the end of the roll.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
can't be
Oh.
another 50 feet on
Is
this. It's so thin.
Is that why they have a nail clipper in there and a toothbrush to wash under your nails?
Yes.
Okay. So
No,
sorry.
they do have the wet wipes, the Preparation H, which are just like a shower.
Yeah, you don't have to have roids to be able to use that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
no.
delightful. It's a shower.
In fact,
in
I
the
like to
middle
think
of
it's a
the day.
defense. I won't get roids because we're using that.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I use 10 and flush them all. I
They'll
like to
back.
make a big softball.
They're going to back up. Okay.
Good. I don't have to do anything with it.
Also flush doll heads.
So, Ace, you're telling me there's a brand of toilet paper that when you get to the end of it, it pulls off like one of those take a ticket things?
No, you were asking
the
if it
beginning.
existed. But
I'd love to have that. Automatically.
is that the new stuff? No, this is what
that's
I've run
what's
into.
in the bathroom right now.
This is better than what we have.
Okay, that feels good.
This seems thicker than what I've run into in there.
Really?
Plus, don't you fold anyway? Nobody's using one ply. Don't you pull like 7
Don't you remember that thing with who was the singer that did that?
Sheryl Crow?
Cheryl Crow.
Oh, one square? Yeah,
So I take this.
That's not bad at all.
And then fold, and I'll do about that. And then get right back in there.
Yeah, we don't need to have
And
it
then I
graphic.
will. And then look. Oh, it's here, but I can fold. And look at that.
What?
Yeah.
And you can use it again?
No,
Absolutely.
You're double dipping. Oh, that's wrong.
Trust me, nothing gets back on me. My fingers stay clean.
Oh, that is
it's
disgusting.
a perfect system.
I've got to sanitize my hands. I might have near you today.
Then I just give it a quick sniff to make sure I'm healthy, and then right down in there.
You're double dipping. I don't believe it.
I'm not really double dipping.
Wipe and cover.
Yeah, you
Wipe and
fold, and
cover.
then this is all
No,
clean. This is
no,
all clean.
No.
And strong.
These trees were put on earth so we could wipe up and get clean, okay? We're going to be fine.
All right, well.
Jeez, whose fault is this?
Saving you money.
How do we get here?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
The Navy Academy class of 2027 spent their Wednesday morning trying to scale a greased up
obelisk.
I was
This
getting
is-
there.
this is a famous tradition.
Obelisk in
You've
a
seen this,
decades-old tradition. Yeah, scores of plebes endured a constant spray from hoses while trying to scale the 21-foot-tall obelisk covered in vegetable shortening.
I bet it's fun to try.
The
Isn't
goal,
it difficult enough to climb this thing without
Yeah,
putting
there's no-
vegetable shortening on it?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's
ridiculous.
It's kind of like a hazing sort of thing. But
It's the
when they
goal-
finish, they're no longer plebes.
Yes, it's the
now
goal
they're
is to
instruments of war.
Mid-classmen.
Yes.
replace a so-called plebe Dixie cup with an upperclassman's more formal hat. The Dixie cup is a white canvas sailor's hat with an upturned brim. After 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 11 seconds, 20-year-old Ben Leisgang stood victorious on the shoulders of his classmates as he placed the hat atop the Herndon Monument.
This is cool. This is
all nothing.
Once the climb is complete,
this is a really cool ritual.
For they are called
For the midshipmen
fourth-class
at,
midshipmen,
Okay,
not
so they
plebes.
don't.
Oh, I
at,
see.
at Annapolis.
Okay.
But they don't really climb it. They make a circle of people.
They get on top
and then
of
they
each other,
climb
yeah.
the people.
That's
until
fun,
the
yeah.
one guy
Then,
gets to
but the last
top.
few feet they have to climb.
No, they don't. They
It's
have more people
said
and they
the
stand on each other's shoulders.
person who gets the hat to the top of the monument will be the first admiral in the class.
Nice.
No, it's a way so they can all play grab ass. Okay.
Get close.
And
to
they're
it,
gonna
all sweaty.
it's gonna break out in 400 sexy volleyball games,
Damn
like
right.
an officer and a
You
gentleman.
hear Danger Zone starting in the background.
Well, that's the
Gun.
one. That's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
Records of how long it took each class to scale the monument aren't complete, but the shortest time believed is 1 minute, 30 seconds in 1969, a year the monument wasn't
That's right.
greased.
That's the year John Kennedy climbed it in 69. And,
No, I don't think he did.
according to the book, right after he got...
And the longest was more than 4 hours in 1995 when upperclassmen glued down the Dixie Cup because they're wacky.
Oh, that's fun. This is a fun rite of passage for these young sailors.
You ever grease your obelisk, Josh?
I don't. I need the friction.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good to know. Game time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to play another round of What Will Chick Pick, starring Chick McGee.
Thank you. What are my choices, A or B? Is that correct?
Well, first I got to introduce you.
Okay.
It's Chick
Hi, I'm
McGee
Chick.
over at the Chick McGee desk.
Chick McGee Central.
The
All
sports
things
desk.
Chick. That's right.
What Will Chick Pick is sponsored by our good friends at Silac.
Yeah, they sure are.
Chick, the rules are simple. There's
Okay.
two scenarios.
All right.
A or B. Got it?
Got it. Go.
Okay. And scenario A, you're retired. You spend all day all rattled about the recession and the economy.
Okay,
Or
this sounds good. I like to worry.
Or scenario B, you go to your mailbox once a month and get a check.
Ooh, I'm going to pick that one.
That's B. That's right,
Yeah,
Chick.
B. I'll take B, Tom.
I'm going to now name you Mailbox McGee. That's been your dream, right?
That's right. Go to the mailbox. That's my entire job.
Wake
up, take a shower, head to the mailbox, go back in the house.
Okay. It sounds good. Because of Silac, you can have downtrend protection even when Wall Street gets wonky. You can spend your retirement time with more confidence.
Well, some of those, they're unbelievably wonderful cans, Tom, but there have to be some can'ts, right?
There is one. You can't outlive your money.
Oh, Silac, you say?
That's right, Silac, SILAC. Get all the information at silacins.com/Bob and Tom. Silac Insurance Company, once again, Silac, SILACINS.com/Bob and Tom. Silac Insurance, silacinsurance.com/Bob and Tom. Thank you very much. When we come back.
Yeah, you want me to oil you up before we climb the obelisk? Yeah. You're all sweaty and tan. I sure am. Yeah.
That was the volleyball game, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Friday. Oh, handsome.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold is here.
Of course I am.
His shirt's off. He's standing with the volleyball net. And he's going to start playing volleyball with Josh Arnold. Yeah. Here they go.
Thank you. Time now to learn something. We like to keep the show educational. And this is going to begin with a question, actually, once we hear the music.
The irony was the chick was waiting for you to stop talking to play the music, and you kept talking because he wasn't playing the music.
It was kind of like an audio car collision. Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
An open question to you all.
Of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
H.H. Holmes.
I thought you were going to say H.H. Puffins. Oh, that's
H.H.
H.R.
Holmes is not Sherlock Holmes. H.H. Holmes is a mean sumbitch.
My house is modeled after his.
Yeah.
H.H. Holmes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fascinating, grim story.
America's first known serial killer.
Yikes!
And his house was sort of a series of mazes and traps that
really,
so his victims could not
Where
get
did
out
he
of.
live?
What year? Chicago, the Chicago area.
And I don't know.
I think Ava did a class on him
is
in
the house,
college.
I don't think the house is still standing.
I'm not
is
sure.
It can't be.
I
right?
would hope not. Bad juju, as they
There
say.
are like many. I don't know how many rooms that were built to specifically restrain people.
Born in 1861.
And all good.
Yeah,
he was a monster.
Yeah, monster.
The famous.
A rich monster.
Famous trial scene. If the bowler hat doesn't fit, you must acquit.
That's exactly right.
Of course.
No, that's called a stalker cap.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a bowler.
Sorry. Happy birthday, Henry Fonda, the great actor.
Henry Fonda.
For
GAF.
You know, I've never seen On Golden Pond. I should watch it. I bet it's lovely.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, they did the porn parody. Didn't have to change the title.
Or any of the dialogue.
How do you think they filled that
I love
pond?
you old poop.
You're my knight in shining armor.
12 Angry Men, also a porn movie.
You old poop.
Oh, well, yeah.
Gay
You
porn.
old poop. You
Clearly.
old poop.
Okay.
My old poop still in my pants.
Let's throw this one to Ace.
Oh.
Ace, who is Vladziu Valentino?
God bless you.
I have no idea.
Born 1919.
Vladziu Valentino. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's Valentino, right?
No.
Liberace.
Ah, thank you for celebrating my birthday.
Guy that
Behind the Candelabra.
Where's my wig?
Amazing movie.
I love that.
Michael Douglas is wonderful in that.
So good.
Matt Damon, you see his butt. It's incredible.
I sure have choked down a lot.
If that were dollars, I'd be a millionaire.
Feeling groovy.
let's see now.
Did he live like in a... No, that's where his museum was, in a strip mall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Liberace Museum. But he lived right off of some sort of main street near a strip mall, I thought, is where the Liberace... Somebody famous used to trick-or-treat at his house.
Really?
Steve Poltz.
Yes, I think it was
Yeah.
Steve Poltz.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember him talking about
That's
the
right.
story. He's on
Steve
the
Poltz?
that left
I
shift
just
pod.
Yes,
yeah,
I just
his
interviewed. I just read
podcast.
it. I mean, listen to it. Sorry. Okay,
I
here's
haven't
an
listened
easy
to that
one.
one yet.
1965. Happy birthday, Chris Novoselic. You know who that is, Josh?
No.
Big tall bass player from
for who?
Nirvana.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, Nirvana for you is like, what, a Chick-fil-A next to a Burger King?
Jeez.
On my birthday, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right.
He seems to be
You just have to give up after a while.
redoubling his efforts.
I've made it. This is Nirvana. A Chick-fil-A next to a Burger King.
And now you're acting it out.
There was a video online the other day where it was Georgia. And I don't know why these videos pop up in your timelines, but there was a Waffle House, and then it looked like right down the street was another Waffle House, and then right next to it, like 3 Waffle Houses in like a block and a half.
They are the Walgreens of the South.
Wow. Very interesting. Happy birthday, 1966, Janet Jackson.
Miss Jackson, if you
She looked kind of like Michael Jackson, but she was black and had a deeper voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
It seems like a shot.
Hey, Janet, we all saw it in. It's Pierce Brosnan's birthday, isn't it?
Nasty boys.
Coming up, yeah.
Yeah. I just know that because my birthday is today.
You're jumping
and
ahead.
I knew that I was born on the same day as Pierce Brosnan.
Mamma mia.
Janet Jackson.
Oh, he's terrible in that.
Is he?
Yeah.
He cannot sing.
Well, what do you want? He was.
Oh.
I don't
He's
want
in
my
a pretty good
Bond
movie,
to be able to sing.
He plays
It was awful.
I like him.
And I love that movie. You know,
Miss Doubtfire, he's so good in that.
He is funny.
Yeah.
He's nice. Yeah. He's good. He's handsome.
He's a
he
hitman.
is very handsome.
He was James Bond, born in 1953. Let's see now. Tori Spelling.
She's got some issues.
Born in 73. She was the one that was just in the news because she says that she cannot defecate alone.
No, she can't.
So she has to take whoever's with her into the toilet with her in order to
Boy,
function.
lucky to be her friend, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
There's a guy out there who would happily be. Yes, I'll go in there with you, Tori.
Oh,
it smells very good today.
You know the other meaning of Tori Spelling? Chick should know this.
What?
You ever see somebody that spells the word color, C-O-L-O-U-R?
That may be a Tory. Yeah.
Tory.
Yes.
Spelling.
Oh, a Tory.
Spelling. See.
Like the laborers.
Sometimes
laborers
things,
and the Tories.
sometimes things have two meanings.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie where she was in the Air Force?
No, what was it called?
Tora.
See a Burger King right next to a Chick-fil-A.
Fast Charlie is the movie with Pierce Brosnan. He plays a hitman.
Oh.
Hitman. I think James Caan's
Married to Keely Smith.
Megan Fox, born in this state in 1986.
Oh, she's pretty.
Here you go. This is a good one. You'll know this one, chick. 1571. Johannes Kepler calculated that he was conceived on this day at 4:37 a.m.
What?
He calculated isn't that amazing?
I don't get it.
I don't get it
it's
either.
Not a joke. It's
what
true.
What are you talking about?
What was the
He
day?
calculated the time his mom and dad had sex?
Yes, to the minute.
How did he do that?
He found out when he was born and went backwards.
What was
That's
Kepler?
not,
There's some guessing there as well.
A lot of guessing
What was
there.
Kepler known for, though? Was he? I always get Kepler and Copernicus mixed up because of the K sounds.
Well, what if he was a preemie? We don't know.
Oh, could have been. I'm just saying that's what he did.
Yeah. Sounds like a bastard
1927,
to me.
Supreme Court ruled bootleggers must pay taxes. Well, that makes sense to me.
Why don't they look at that for having marijuana dealers pay taxes?
It is like asking the same thing, yeah.
And then, as appropriate for this show, in '86, the movie Top Gun premiered.
Ah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go. By the way, tonight, Willie G and Greg Hahn, The Caravan, Louisville. Don't miss that show.
Cool.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.